Hi one, hi all, and welcome to the fifth episode of the Goose Dungeon. You're joining us tonight for an intrepid game of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, where we are joining these plucky adventurers around me on their journey through Eberron. It's been a trying adventure so far. They've been sort of subjects or victims rather in a train heist. Well, I suppose the real victims were those who didn't make it out of the train heist. The train ended up derailing, throwing it to the ground, and our plucky adventurers were some of the only survivors. They were being sort of hoisted and sort of pursued by one Israelius who was seeking a treasure that they found aboard the wreckage of this train, which turned out to be a dragon egg, something also valuable and also sought after in this world. It was only then that, after a lengthy pursuit, that in a very standoffish confrontation, the group found themselves transported to somewhere aboard the Astral Sea, a different plane where they met five different heads of what appeared to be a singular dragon, providing them a bit of guidance, providing them a bit of context, and eventually, after some trying challenges, describing them as champion. Upon returning to the material plane, they actually joined forces with Israelius and decided that, given the trying ordeals they'd faced, maybe they were better off working together in this regard. And then, after a lengthy travel back, they managed to finally secure a long rest in a hilled cave inside the Dragon Crown. And it's now that we join our adventurers. So I would like to, without further ado, do a little bit of an introduction. So I am Robin. I am your lovely dungeon master for tonight, and sort of just going round in a circle from the way I see it. Bern, let's start off with you. Yeah, on to Alex.
I'm Alex, and I play Bella, a fairy artificer who causes more trouble than she's worth.
Also true. On to Wish.
I'm Wish. I'm playing Noah, a Warforged Oath of Ancients paladin, and I'm the one that's gonna be healing everyone from the brink of death. That's my role.
I'm really sorry. My mic was muted when I introduced myself on stream, so everyone just saw me talking into my camera. Sorry. So I'm playing Valig, Emerald Dragonborn, Barbarian, and I'm about to get my face mold off. Sorry.
I'm glad that we got our responses to you saying that
Yeah,
as well, just
yeah,
just for
yeah.
context. But thank you. It's all good. It wouldn't be Dungeons and Dragons without some technical difficulties. What am I saying? Lee, go ahead. Let us know who you are. What do you do?
I'm playing Crescent. I am a sea elf, and I predicted that it was going to be a griffin. I just want to flex that.
And finally, on to Feeble. Last but not least.
Hi, I play Oldiel. I'm a Eladrin time wizard that just found herself in a completely different plane of existence.
And right, you are. So without further ado, we'll sort of jump back in. Now, you may have heard some of the brief iterations from the crew there, but last we left off was with Valeg being lured onto the surface, Ezraliah sending down a telekinetic message saying that all was clear after him himself seeing a large form of a griffin atop the cave crest. Valeg, being not the most insightful, fell for this ruse and took himself to the entrance of the cave, looking around and not seeing the invisible form of Ezraliah, but eventually turning around and becoming face to face with a griffin. So, to start us off, guys, I'd love for all of you to roll initiative.
Going to the deep end. Robin, are we meant to be in roll 20?
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, if you can jump into roll 20, that would be beautiful as well.
So it's initiative. Oh, D20.
Yes, it's a d20, and then you add your initiative on your character sheet. Normally, it's equal to your dexterity, but sometimes that is can get some additions from elsewhere. I know Oldiel sort of, I guess, to add their intelligence as well. And I will roll for this creature. I grab that.
Oh no. Look,
Very
you don't want
nice.
to waste these, but you don't want to waste these on initiative.
Um,
I'm the wrong type of wizard to let you do that.
to be fair, that is very true. I do love
Divination? Is it divination?
divination.
It's
Divination. I
divination.
think they're incredible. Yes, they get to roll at the beginning of their rest. Yeah, I will roll. We also have a patented dice cam, so we get to see when I'm murdering in the group just how brutal it gets. So for initiative,
Hmm.
we can see that there.
I got 19. I can't edit the turn order. My turn.
Can you not double click on your own one?
Nope.
That
Nope.
let me fix that for you right now.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm not silent.
Roll 20.
Control dynamic.
Right.
Okay, so that one. Okay, Burn, yours should be working now.
Awesome.
I'm just
Thank you.
furiously clicking my thing.
Bella, yours should work now.
So we're gonna transition because everyone needs
Did
to
it.
see roll 20.
So
No,
in terms of
yours
like
should
where
work
we
now.
are on
You
roll
guys,
20,
yes, I will give you a little bit of forewarning. It's a good point.
Wait.
So right now I have some of you down in the corner because you are simply inside the cave. Save settings. Okay, you should all have now have control of your characters and be able to add them into the initiative rank. And I will add this one in.
Such a waste.
I swear, if you don't even go first.
Imagine how.
well, did it get a surprise round off?
It does
or-
so it's gonna go before
Oh.
me regardless because.
We'll find out.
Wait, actually, what about danger sense? You know, like any.
I think we've learned that it's dangerous for
Does
birds to
danger
live
sense
fast.
have
It
the words
doesn't,
you
but,
cannot
like,
be surprised?
The logic,
Well, in that
the
case,
logic of danger sense.
Unfortunately. So yes, so we left off with all of you sort of being ready for something but unsure quite what you sent. Israelius on ahead, who is now invisible, sort of in the setting outside, saw the dragon, sent the all clear down to burn. The cave itself probably goes a total of 40 or 50 foot deep. So I'm going to say with the preparation, I'm going to say all of you are an average of about 20 foot from the entrance. So you will be able to emerge and sort of get 10 foot from the cave, assuming you have 30 foot of movement on the first turn. But just to sort of keep it fair, we'll say that will be the average across the board, and we'll say that that's what all of you will have to play with, aside from Valig, of course, who is there right in the mouth. So, as mentioned, we do have a surprise round. For those of you who aren't sure what... Well, I say surprise rounds. Surprise rounds don't actually exist in 5th edition. It's a surprise condition. Basically, when a creature was not expecting combat to be initiated, in this case, because Israelius wasn't too forthcoming with this information, certain creatures can be affected by the surprise condition, which means on the first turn of combat, they are unable to take actions or movement or basically anything they can really do during their turn. So this is sort of to imitate the enemy getting the drop on you. And this is a condition that I'm afraid to say currently all of you face. So although on the initiative order first we do have Valig, I'm afraid that you are surprised. So it goes on to Crescent. Crescent, I'm afraid you are surprised. So the first one up is going to be this monstrous creature that is going to sort of leap on you from above. So sort of seeing you come out the cave, letting out a harsh screech, it sort of leaps, sort of spanning its wings onto the cave and actually pounces on top of you, Valig, sort of encompassing you. So as the weight of this griffin sort of lands on top of you, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw. You do so with advantage because of danger sense, but yeah, I'm going to need to know what you get from that.
Right, that's a 13, so that's 15.
Mhm.
And then that's a 17, so that's 19.
19 is enough. You manage to avoid being knocked prone as this creature sort of startles you in this sense, and you sort of manage to just barely keep your footing as it sort of screeches in your face. It does let out against you with a multi-attack. The first one going to be with its claws. They come swiping in. That's a natural 15, so that's a total of 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts.
It's going to be... It's a 6 and a 4 plus 4, so that's going to be 14 points of slashing damage to you, Valig. For its second
Ow.
attack, it sort of pecks at you with its beak. That's a natural 14, so that's a total of 20 to hit.
Yeah. This thing's gonna take me out. This thing could take me out
That's
here.
a 4 plus 4, so that's 8 damage to you.
Right, 22 damage.
That's a hefty chunk for its
Ah.
first turn. As you are surprised, the griffin is going to take this opportunity to then, let me check its movement speed. Yeah, that is what I thought. Take into the air and end up sort of about here-ish, and it's going to be a total of 40 foot up in the air. Next up, sort of going through everyone faces the surprise condition, so we go through Noah, Bella, and Oldiel. Valik, you will be the next to act in this situation. Top of the second initiative turn. What do you do?
Sorry, did you just say it flew 40 feet in the air?
Yep.
Oof.
Can I go back into the cave?
Yeah.
Can I might just like back into the entrance so it can't swoop down and it has to land to hit us.
Very fair. 1 second. So how far into the cave are you going to go?
Literally just at the entrance, just so that it can't come down. It has to land in front of us to actually like. I mean, either way, it won't make a difference now that I think about it. No, actually, I don't want to do that.
No? You're more than welcome to.
Just measuring stuff, don't mind me.
You're gonna run away from the first enemy you see?
I know, right?
Is that very Valig of you?
Not very Valig, is it?
Get closer!
thing.
Get closer!
Get close. I can't. He's 40 feet in the air. What do you mean? Get close.
Jump a bit higher.
It's currently sort of curving through the air, swooping away from you. It sort of took that opportunity to do some damage and get away from.
I have some questions about rages. So if I raged and then held an action, would ending my turn now get rid of my rage?
No, it would only be if your next turn ended without you having taken damage or performed an attack.
Right. Yeah. So can I rage as a bonus? Like,
Yeah.
one out of fury for being hit, but I'd also what's it called? I'd also like to scream I'd also just like to scream, Izraelius! Just because he tricked me and lied to me as I'm raging, and then just ready the axe for when this thing comes swooping down. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Also, just for your guys' context, so it doesn't, in case it is a question for later, Israelis did have their turn. Just so you know.
Okay. Do
He's fucked
I
off.
hear anything? Is he still in? Do I still feel that connection?
It's only 30 foot, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Cool. So you're raging and you're holding an action. Was that right?
Yes.
And what's the condition of your hold?
As soon as this thing moves in range, I just like to hit it with the great axe. Sorry.
Sounds
I should have
great.
said.
No problem. So holding an action, for those who are unaware, is where you basically take anything that your character can do that has the time of an action, and you hold it until, use your reaction to hold it until certain conditions are met. So Valak says he's going to perform the attack action, hitting some of his great axe, until the condition is the creature is within his reach. So basically that will be the triggering point. He will then use his reaction to trigger that. Yeah.
Sorry. I've just been sent this new background for the stream, and it looks really, really cool. And it's like
Exciting.
a security. You can't really get a good look at it because their faces are blocking this beautiful artwork. But yeah, no, it looks awesome. Sorry. Side note.
No, it's okay. Feel free to do a thing for that while we go on to Crescent. Crescent, you are 20 meters down, also 20 foot down in this cave. What would you like to do?
Well, what I can do, I can cast it from 120 feet away. So
Yeah, so for context, the cave
I don't-
entrance is here.
Yeah.
So you are 20 foot down in this way, basically. So like you're where my pointer is right now, but just underground, if that makes sense. I've just have all your tokens down here. for
Okay,
placeholders.
yeah. I would like to come out of the cave.
Yeah, sure. So like 20 foot can get you to there, and you still have 10 foot of movement to do any additional movement you want to do.
No. I would like to cast Moonbeam. So concentration's
Yes.
up till 1 minute.
Yeah, let me get up Moonbeams, because I think that has some cool effects. Grand. Yep, so 120 foot, so you designate a 5 foot radius, 40 foot cylinder, which is incredible. Oh my goodness. Let me set up a little point for you. We're gonna say moon will be this color, so. So where would you like this moonbeam to be?
Can it be on the griffin? Or
It
like,
sure can.
because it goes 30 feet up, so it will hit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, no,
well.
it goes far further than 30 foot up. It's a large, it goes 40 foot high, so it's a large beam descending from the heavens above. Is there any theming that sort of Crescent does as they cast this spell? Is there anything they say or sort of do as part of the components?
When a creature enters a spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Oh, sounds great. Let me roll
That
a.
sounds nuts.
Oh yeah,
That was
baby.
that Moonbeam?
It's a good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good spell.
Very good. So that is a Constitution saving throw. Let me get up this con save. That is +3. So that's a natural 15, I'm afraid. So that's 18. This is why we have the dice cam, because I roll incredibly. So I believe that succeeds your death saving throw. So it takes half as much. So roll me 2d10 and let me know what that becomes.
9, 2 and 7.
9. Grand. So that ends up going down to 4. Not as much as we were hoping for, but still good damage, I have to say. Every little bit's going to count. Let me check one thing for you. I just need to find something, just so I can. Grand. Okay, yep, that is absolutely fine. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your remaining movement or your bonus action?
Nope.
Nope, sounds good to me. Next is the Griffin. So let me double check.
Oh no. Oh no.
First time. Or starts its turn there, so it has to take another Constitution saving throw, if I'm reading that correctly. So
That's nuts.
this one is going to be. That's a natural 4, so only 7, so that's going to fail. So roll me 2d10.
So when it comes to
Ooh,
Crescent's
19, 9 and
next
10.
turn,
19, incredible. That's 20. So you've done 23 total damage. That's pretty gosh darn good, I have to say.
Malik, you need to get your ass in gear. That you're supposed to be
it's
on
in the
GPS.
air. I don't have my wings yet. I can't do anything.
Your fault.
Grand.
There, I got you.
Oh, fantastic. So the creature is going to sort of swerve out of the moonbeam, sort of being struck by it so greatly. It sort of feels a bit dazed. It feels a bit unexpected this was going to happen, but it did have an overall plan. It is going to swoop back down towards you guys, sort of end up landing probably still on Valak Square onto probably about 5 foot above the ground. It's not quite landing. It's doing this as a flyby. It does come into your reach, Valak, which means that you get to unleash your held action.
Schmack. Schmack.
So roll to hit.
Where's my d20? Right. That is a 10 plus 7, so 17.
17, I believe.
Don't like the face.
Yep, 17 hits.
Okay, that's great, right? I get to do something. And d12, that is 4. Plus 5, so 9 plus the extra 2, so 11 damage.
11 damage. Very nice. Let me add this. So that's grand. It is going to now unleash its multi-attack.
Nice.
It's going to do so against Crescent. It's gonna do it against you. I'm afraid it's
Oh,
does a
no.
pretty good chunk of damage.
Yeah.
So with its claws first, that's a natural 10, which takes it to 16 total. What is your armor class?
It is. I will tell you. I think it's 16. Yeah,
Is it
it's
higher
16.
than mine? Oh my god.
Okay,
16.
so
So it
Valik
does
is a bad barbarian.
Apparently so.
So Crescent,
might
I'm
be.
afraid
We
you
can screw it
take
out there.
9 plus 4, so you take 13 damage on the first hit.
That's
I
fine.
think Valik's just so like okay with getting hit.
Yeah.
He's not put any effort into trying to stop it
Fine,
happening.
It's fine.
Now-
that's
I
a
forgot
different
he's
character.
resistant to everything.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Crescent, you are currently concentrating on a spell. Now, concentration, for those who haven't dealt with concentration before, are for spells that have a continuous effect from turn in, turn out. When you take damage while concentrating on a spell, you must perform a concentration check, basically a saving throw, so to speak, which basically sees if you can maintain that concentration. So it's identical in all respects to a Constitution saving throw. So Crescent, on this first hit, in taking that 13 damage, you will need to roll a DC 10 concentration saving throw. So if you roll a D20 and add whatever the modifier for your Constitution saving throw is, and let me know what the result is.
Constitution +2. 9.
9. I'm afraid just one short, very close, but unfortunately, as you get struck by these claws, you, in the moment of hesitation, lose concentration on Moonbeam and it fades. For its second attack, the Griffin is going to. Well, I don't think it's smart enough to sort of. Or I don't think it's cognizant enough to realize that it dropped it on the first hit, so it's going to try for a second one against you, Crescent.
Hey, fun.
It's a natural 5 to 11, which I believe misses. So, then the creature is going to. What's smart here? Yeah, it's going to start drifting away sort of across the ground level to this point here. And it's going to be about 10 foot in the air.
Is that out of my range? Is it leaving my
It
range?
sure is.
Can I make an opportunity attack?
Unfortunately, you've used your reaction to hold your action.
Oh. Is that how that works? Okay,
It
yeah,
is.
Yeah.
no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
If you think it's gonna fly towards you and back away, you should just dodge. Just dodge.
So yeah, it's about 10 foot in the air and it gets to about there. It actually probably ends up here-ish.
Okay.
And now we are on to Noah. 20 foot down in the cave. What do you do?
So back when I sort of watched Valak very confidently walk outside and immediately get ravaged by a griffin,
Yeah,
do I know what this creature is? Is this a beast?
it's a good question. Roll me a nature check.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Total of 20.
Fantastic. Okay, natural 20s are special. So looking at a griffin that sort of in this respect, this would normally be considered a beast in this aspect, but when it attacked Valig and then moments later when it attacked Crescent, on a natural 20, you notice something doesn't seem quite right. It isn't acting in the same way that you would expect an animal ambushing its prey to act. It's acting a lot more tactically. It's acting with purpose. There seems to be a greater intelligence to this creature than you were expecting originally.
Okay. Well, I think I will go out to the entrance of the cave
Yes.
to. Can I reach there, or is that too far forward?
Yeah, that's fine. No
Okay.
problem.
So I will jog on out to the entrance of the cave. And I will use Cure Wounds on Crescent. to heal for only 5 points of healing.
Got excited for a
Um,
second.
Yeah, that was a bit anticlimactic. And I'll just look up at the sky and sort of wave my axe vaguely and go, it's a bit smart, isn't it? And that's my turn.
It's a very narrow reaction, and I very much appreciate it. On to Bella. What are you up to? 20 foot in the cave.
Can she also move out?
Hell
Not
yeah.
as far as the others, just maybe a bit behind.
Yeah, no problem.
To try and see what's going on.
Yeah, sort of glimpsing through, you can see that both Crescent and Valig are sort of covered in these large scratch marks. Valig a bit more sort of pierced, sort of looks like he's taken a heavier blow. You do see this this creature sort of about, it looks like 30, 40 foot away from you right now, flying away. Its direction is moving away from you right this second, but it does look like it's making an arc a turn.
To be next to Valix, you use cure wounds on him.
Yay.
You do. It's a yeah.
Can I reach Valig with the amount of?
If you're sorry, let me go to roll 20. No, you need to be a bit closer to him. You need to be within touch distance for cure wounds.
Yeah, I'm saying with the last bit of my.
Yeah. You have about 10 foot more, so you can get like sort of anywhere within 10 foot. So you can get like there. You can get here if you want to be closer. Like there's quite a few places you could end up.
I'll go a bit in front of Crescent to give her a bit of cover,
Yeah.
and I'll cast cure wounds on Valig. Oh, hold on.
I knew I kept you around for something. Valeg's
I
ass.
say that gives you grounds to take the cure beans back.
Honestly, Valeg's complete asshole. I would understand.
Just give it to Crescent instead.
Honestly, I would have done. However, we kind of need our tank. With a
Yeah, I'm
D8,
almost as tanky as him.
Yeah.
I also kind of need him alive.
That's true. Yeah, fair point.
Cool. Fantastic.
Oh, 6.
Anything else you'd like to do with bonus action?
No. I'm
Fantastic. Beeble, ODL, what are you up to? 20 foot in the cave.
So I'll get. So because it's flown over, if I pop my head out, can I see what's going on?
I think
Like, can I see him?
given the commotion, I think like it's fairly easy for you to sort of gain sight of this creature.
Okay.
So as long as you get to the cave entrance, I think you probably get a good beat on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little boost and just poke, see like the two strongest people in the party heavily damaged, and I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself and stay put because I don't have bonus action.
So you're still deep in the cave.
Expect. Yeah, no, I'll get out like enough out so I can like.
Yes, like here-ish.
Yeah.
Just for context again, so this is the mouth of the cave. This line
Ah, okay,
here.
sorry, I thought it was down here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stay undercover because
Yep.
I'm assuming they'll probably all be like, I'm assuming they'll be looking up as to, so I would assume that whatever threat is happening is coming from up top. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay 5 feet in and make myself a bit less squishy.
No, nicely done. Fantastic. You do just that, which means we are back round on the initiative order. Valig, you're up. Crescent, you're on deck.
Right. Does dodge use your reaction as well?
No, dodge is an action that gives all attacks made against you disadvantage for the rest of the turn.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, yeah. Let's do dodge then, and then. Okay, yeah. I can't
Yeah.
reckless attack on opportunity attacks, can I?
No, I believe it has to be during your turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Specifically.
So then, yeah, I'll just dodge.
Dodge. You sort of Valig puts himself in a stance and gets ready for the Griffin's next approach.
If I wanted to psionic mind with it, would that be an action?
I believe in the ability it says as an action you may. So you're more than welcome to try.
It doesn't specifically say action. So I'm gonna let you. Do
Let me Google gem dragonborns.
Do you want me to read it?
I've got it.
send telepathic messages to creatures within 30 feet. I don't even know if it's within 30 feet.
Yeah, no, doesn't say you can telepathic speak to any creature you see within 30 foot of you. You don't need to share a language with the creature because yeah, no, you're more than welcome. It's not an action.
Cool. I'll do that and just see if it wants to communicate me and say, why the hell are you scratching me for?
You hear a growling sound sort of return, like, and the best interpretation you have for the words that come from this are hunters get hunted. And that's all you hear.
Okay. I'm not a hunter. Fine. Right. Sorry. End of my turn.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Crescent, you're up.
Kill it.
I will
me.
try. How far away is it again?
It's about 35 foot from you, 30 foot-ish.
Perfect. Hmm.
How badly hurt is Valig just now?
How do you look, Valak?
Well, I mean, this thing pounced on my face, dealt, what was it, 22 hit points worth of damage while flying past me with its claws. So I'm imagining, like, I've got scratches going all along, like, just right across, all the way up my neck, and maybe some on my face as well. So, like, quite a lot.
How much HP do you have?
How much did Bella heal me for? Sorry, I didn't... Did we hear? 6. So I've got 16. I'm taking 16, so I've got 20 hit points left.
Okay, and you're raging, so
Oh,
you've
and I'm
actually got like a million
so I've
hit
got
points.
40 hit points in
Fine.
reality. But, like, still
So what
scary.
I'm hearing is you're being a crybaby.
Yeah,
What do you
pretty
expect from a
much.
guy with
I
minus
have
2
two less
intelligence?
HP than you right
Minus
now.
1
You're
charisma.
fine.
You've both taken hits and still have more HP than me. So this is why I'm hiding in the cave.
I'm fine tanking now. Now I'm raging. I'll be okay.
Right, well, now that you practically have 40 HP, I'm no longer
Yeah, don't
gonna
worry
do
about
what I was
me.
gonna do.
Don't worry
I
about
won't.
me.
I want to
Honestly.
use Ice Knife.
Oh, nice.
Let's check out Ice Knife quickly if I can remember what it does.
Make an attack roll.
So you make an attack
You
roll,
that
and then
just
it's one that they need to
Wow,
make a
I'm
dexterity
gonna write-
saving throw for splash damage.
I
Yeah.
was just reading it because I can never remember what it does.
It's one of the more
now.
complex first level spells.
Is it? Am I doing 1d10? Is that
So
right?
you have to roll to hit first.
Okay. Is that
So
d20?
that's a d20, yeah.
Yeah,
Plus
and
your
you'd ask,
spell
add
attack.
your, yeah.
Oh, okay. 15.
15 hits.
Okay, and now I roll a d20?
Then now I roll a dexterity saving throw for it. You roll your d10, which is guaranteed, and then the d6 on top will be dependent on what I get from this.
Right, okay. Oh, shit.
Is it not 2d6?
I think it's 2d6.
It's
Oh, the
2d6,
2d6.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
better.
I thought it said 1.
I
It says...
have it up now. It says 2 for me.
Fantastic. So
Oh, yeah, I
that's
see it.
a total of...
It has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw, though.
That's 15. What is your DC?
DC? What?
So that is your spell saving throw DC. It'll be on your character sheet, I believe.
So while Lee finds it, so there's some for those that don't know, there's some spells that instead of you attacking, the person that you are sending the spell to needs to save against it. And the way that's calculated, I believe, is 8 plus your proficiency plus whichever
Modifier.
whatever you use for casting the spell. So in my case, I use intelligence. Crescent uses wisdom. Noah uses charisma. So we've got a bit all across the board.
Yes.
No, I'm completely lost. What is DC?
So the DC for you will be 8 plus your proficiency bonus, which is 2, plus your wisdom modifier, which I believe is plus 4 right now.
Yeah.
So that's a DC 14. Unfortunately, it rolled 15 total, so it saves on that point. so it only takes the initial damage, and maybe is that half of the secondary damage?
Nope,
I haven't read
it's-
Ice Knife in a while.
The target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a Dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold.
Or take.
So it just doesn't take it.
Grant. So the
Passes.
the initial damage of Ice Knife, then it takes that, so you can roll that as damage.
I think
Which
it's
is the
because
which is the
even if-
D10,
Yes.
which is a natural one.
Ah, unlucky. Still,
Oh.
every point counts.
Mm.
And
So-
then does it do explode damage or no?
That was what the saving throw we did was
Right,
for. So
okay.
unfortunately, it managed to pass, and sort of, you see one of the wings sort of tilt up as a shard sort of skims past just the edge of the feathers. Doesn't quite affect it, but I digress. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your movement on your turn?
Hide behind me.
I would like to duck next to Odiel into the cave.
You can go further into the cave. How much further into the cave?
No,
would you like
just
to
just
go?
right just right next, just like
I
Yeah,
will
just like
get
that.
murdered.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you get if you get targeted and I take a splash damage.
You're all running away from the guy with a shield.
Well, I just did 1 damage to him. I'm pretty scared.
Cool, grand. That brings us round to the beast's turn. The beast is going to sort of arcing its wings. It sort of does a small arc, and it sort of brings itself to here, right next to beloved Bella. Bella, it's going to attempt to snatch you up with its claws. So could you make your choice of contested acrobatics or athletics check?
I feel like since Bella is tiny, the Griffin should get disadvantage on this.
Unfortunately, because she's tiny, she's also not the strongest.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go with acrobatics.
Yeah.
Please.
You have to beat 11.
Oh
also-
no!
Is it trying to take
Oh,
my
no.
kidnapped child away from me?
I'm just being kidnapped from all directions at this point. Please.
Oh no.
What did I have to beat?
11.
Okay, that's 17. I'm fine.
17. It avoids it. For his second action, sort of the claws sort of scrape off your arm. You manage to avoid it. It's going to try again with its beak, though, sort of trying to pierce around your torso to sort of lift you up. It's going to make another go at it. Give me another check. This time you have to beat 19.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
Was that a natural one? Sorry.
Go on.
Oh no.
Grant, you are now grappled by this creature.
Since
You
it's
have rolled higher. I could have tried to do something about this, but you've rolled very low.
since
I'm
it's
sorry.
what's it called? In my Can I do anything with my reaction to kind of grab Bella or no?
Unfortunately,
I'm
not right now.
I'm gonna try this. You better roll higher. I don't know if you can actually make this, but I'm gonna use my chronal shift to give Bella a chance to re-roll her one.
On the 19?
Good shout.
I just don't know how much dexterity she has. So if she's got high dexterity, she might get like quite a high
That's true.
modifier to her
It's
acrobatics.
possible for sure.
It's my
Um,
dexterity. My dexterity's decent.
Okay. You got this.
Okay, that's a 15. And then what do I add to that?
Add your
Acrobatics.
That's 17.
Oh.
Unfortunately, not quite very close, but not
That
quite
was
there. So you are
close.
still that was really good use.
Was
of chronal
worth it.
shift.
Was worth a try.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was very cool. Very
sorry.
close.
Chronal
my
shift
dice
only
are
on like friendly rolls.
No, I can do it for anything. So
You,
if
you
I
have to
can
be able
see
to
it, I
see
can
the
make it a
creature.
reroll.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then sort of picking you up into its claws, it's going to then fly. What's it going to do? What's the best option for it?
Does Bella have wings?
Bella does have wings.
I do.
Okay, this is the least concerning thing
She's
ever.
also wearing armor.
She's also wearing medium
Heavy.
armor that does not allow her to use her wings.
What?
I haven't really played special.
Why?
She's
Why
fine.
have
half
why have you
movement
done
is
this to
grappling.
yourself?
Did you think this through?
Bella
And
hasn't figured out wings. Valek's
Right.
too stupid to realize she has
I've,
wings.
I've got a question.
So you're going to be about here-ish, and you are now 30 foot in the air.
Can I react at all? Or nah?
You will get the like you're being sort of taken with it.
Okay,
It's
that's fine.
still within your range. On your turn, you'll be able to sort of make actions as normal, but you are grappled by it. You're sort of being held sort of in its beak right now.
At least
Noah,
I'll go out pacing.
You're up.
I'm sort of standing there, like readying myself. and then it just swoops down and just lifts up Bella in its
Yeah.
beak. And I just kind of go, look at my axe a little bit, and be like, I feel a bit useless. And then I think I will step forwards to. Sorry, I can't see Valig on my screen for some reason.
Oh
Is
no.
it there?
You just stepped on top of me.
You're just not on my screen for some reason.
am I
That's
not?
very strange.
No.
Wait,
Oh, there you are now. Yeah.
Okay.
I see
Yeah,
now.
I can see him.
oh,
That was
strange.
weird. Yeah, so I'll step forwards to here.
I just realized I didn't ask to take an attack of opportunity against that.
Unfortunately, it didn't go within your reach.
Oh, did it not?
Seemed like it purposely avoided it after the last time when you made an attack of opportunity against it.
Fine.
Actually,
It
wait.
seems it learned from that.
Can I run under here?
Yep. You
That
are
that
now-
should be 25
about-
feet, I think.
So from your head, it's 25 foot to the creature.
Okay. Can I prepare my action to try and catch Bella?
You most certainly can.
I don't even think. I mean, it makes
Okay.
sense for it to try and drop her somewhere else, but if I can, I'll try.
I think that's a yeah.
I know this is realistically speaking, it's not realistic, but realistically speaking, Bella's gone from falling onto some plains or some forest floor to falling into the metal arms of a robot.
The difference is I can go like
the lowest
that.
lane thing.
You
I
know,
can go like that.
when I was thinking of like what spell to take, I was like,
Featherfall.
surely no one is gonna go be falling around yet, so I don't need to pick
We
Featherfall.
don't need Featherfall yet. Yeah, obviously.
So I went with whole person. So this is not a person. Bella is about to fall. So this is a problem.
How
Drop.
do we deal with this? Right.
Got a great one.
And
Oh, and can I also
Uh,
use my bonus action to take my holy symbol and go, oh, for the sake of the mother of the harvest, and
You-
kind of like get a spell slot back from that.
yes, you most certainly can.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
It
Which,
is.
as you
Wow.
channel this divine power, can you roll me a D100 real quick?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Are you the paladin equivalent of a wild magic sorcerer? And should we be steering clear of you?
I don't know. That's 11.
11. Okay. Nothing happens.
What does that mean? What does that mean? No, nothing didn't happen.
No.
You motherfucker.
You're,
What happened?
Nothing.
Race,
Nothing.
don't
No,
insult-
there
don't
is there is
insult
there is no effect from your D100 roll. You're fine. Just know, you sort of as a general thing now, you sort of you draw the connection here. Wish sort of Noah feels sort of a sense, sort of like almost a small channel of electricity through their circuitry. You feel that there was about to be some effect on your physical form, and you feel that you were about that far away from it happening. You sort of shrug it off in the moment, focusing, sort of redrawing your attention into the present.
Is that 1%? Is that 1%?
We are on to Bella. Bella, sort of still in the beak of this griffin, 30 foot up in the air, flying through the sky. A sensation you're not as familiar with as some might think, but what would you like to do?
Is this how Bella learns to fly? And use her wings?
It's gonna be a bit dramatic, but can I grab out my alchemist fire?
Oh my god.
Sure thing. You, yep.
Just please. And can I just physically smash it against the griffin?
Crispy chicken?
Mm. Can I do
Yeah,
it?
I'm just reading it.
I mean, you're like in its mouth, so I feel like
Yeah,
and splash over its eyes.
yeah. Bella, roll me a d20 and add your dexterity to this. Low DC. You're just seeing how well you can do this while being grappled, sort of in the beak of its mouth.
That is a 19.
19, yeah, sort of expertly, you sort of manage to sort of wait for the opportune moment where one of the wings is raised and you hurl the alchemist flask in such a way that you sort of manage to avoid being lit on fire yourself, and sort of splashes over the creature's wing, and instantly one of its wings becomes completely engulfed in flame and sort of sets on fire, and the fire jumps to the other side of the wing, and now you have this griffin, both wings alight on fire, coasting through the air. So I believe at the beginning of its turn, it will take damage.
That's pretty mad.
It will take.
Yes, at the beginning of its turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, nicely done. Fantastic. That is your action to do so. Is there anything else you'd like to do? As a bonus action or otherwise?
Oh, I don't think there's anything I can really do here.
No problem. On to Old EL.
I'm going to. Can I still see him?
From where you are, 30 foot. Yeah.
Okay, so I am just gonna cast Magic Missile.
Yep.
So
100%. Let me know the damage.
3d4.
Is there any theming for as Old EL casts Magic Missile?
It's just so basically you start seeing like these particles coalesce in front of her in the shape of like arrows, and they just like shoot
Oh,
straight.
quite sweet.
That's 3 and 2, 5, and then 4, 5 and 4. I'm very bad at maths. I'm very sorry.
5
9,
and 4 is 9.
and then
Yeah.
plus 3 because it's
Wow.
plus 1 per each one, so that's 12.
40.
12
Awesome.
damage.
Nice.
Go.
You've now done 47 total damage to this griffin. It is
Yeah.
looking
For
real
anyone
bad.
wondering why I haven't rolled to hit or anything, it's like Magic Missile is one of the. I think it's the only spell that automatically hits. You don't need to do anything.
And anything else you'd like to do with your bonus action movement?
I'm a say there.
Yeah, fantastic. Valig, you're on deck. What's up?
I'm gonna start off the turn just yelling, "We're not hunters!" Like to the griffin, by the way, with the sound still going. Yeah.
Mentally?
Mentally. We're not hunters. Stop trying to fight us, or we're gonna kill you. Do I get a response? Or do I have to wait till the end of my turn? I mean, to be fair, this thing's okay. That's fair.
It's okay.
What do I even do here? Can I pull out a javelin?
Yeah.
And I will move forward. Yeah, and can I reckless
Please
attack
not
with the
kill Bella.
javelin?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure if it's
When you make
melee
your
or
first
just strength
attack
based.
on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength.
Unfortunately, not then.
Never mind then. I didn't read that properly.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm just gonna javelin then. There's nothing else I can do, which sucks.
Throw the javelin.
Throw the javelin.
There's a d20, add your strength modifier,
Yeah,
We
that
really
that
really-
was.
and your
was-
proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
because you are still
that's a
proficient in weapons.
9.
9 total.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm afraid 9 sort of
of
goes wild. The javelin sails off into the sky and lands a good, probably. Valig's very, very strong and raging, so probably a good 80, 100 foot away.
Oh my god.
It's quite impressive, you know. Like you'd point out how impressive it was if it hadn't missed its mark. You know, it's awesome.
Can I just go stand next to Noah? Just kind of.
Yeah.
I'll just go
Yeah,
stand next to
100%.
Noah. I can't help him, but I will be here to watch Bella either fall and die or you know, make it.
Yeah, fantastic.
Sorry.
That is your turn. And it was good because if you hadn't attacked during that turn, your rage would have faded. So
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah.
Oh, is it just
Uh,
attack? Do you don't have to deal damage?
You don't have to do it.
You just have to attack a creature.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do I? What's it called? Did I get a response at all, or?
Yeah, so you hear a sort of, and it's hard because you feel there's a language barrier here, but you almost feel as if you're having sort of almost like a small form of laughter, almost, or as if the creature's been amused by what you said. Crescent, what would you like to do?
I'm having trouble deciding. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the griffin is looking very beaten up.
Okay. So my main concern is Bella. How high is it in the ground again?
It's 30 foot up right now.
Okay. That's my concern, is Bella being 30 foot in the air. But I don't really have anything that can help her. Can someone remind me how many spell slots I have that I can use in one day?
You have 2 level 2 spell slots and 4 level 1 spell slots.
Okay.
You've used a 2
your
for Moonbeam and
cantrip-
you've used the 1. And yeah, cantrips
And
can
your
you can use
cantrips are
eternally.
like free all the time.
Okay. So I could still use Wither and Bloom, right?
Sure could.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's use all of the new level stuff. Why not? Because I can do damage to the griffin, but I can also heal Bella at the same time. That's what I'm wondering. That's
She
what I
hasn't
need.
taken any damage yet.
Um,
Also,
But can even if she's full HP, can it just like keep her at full HP and not get affected by the wither? Or does she have to have taken damage?
It's each creature your choice, so you can just choose not to hit her with it.
Yeah, and then you can choose her for the healing one. That's very cool.
Even though she's not taken damage yet.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Thematically, it's still very cool.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I want to do.
Yeah, so it's a Constitution saving throw from the griffin then.
Can I have extra HP?
Unfortunately not.
That would
so
be cool though. That would be very OP.
That's super cool spell.
It's a very cool spell. So that's a natural 14. Let me check its modifier for that. Yeah, that's going to be 17 total, so it's going to pass, so it'll take half as much. So roll me 2d6, and then we'll work it out from there.
But those like me that don't recognize the spell, it's because it's from a Strixhaven, which is one of the newest.
Very good.
A 4 and a 5.
One of the newest.
9.
9, so that ends up taking a total of 4 damage. That puts it 50.
Nice.
Perfect.
How much health does this thing have? I'm so curious.
You've dealt 51 damage so far. Total, as a group. On to the griffin. It's going to make 2 claw attacks against Bella in its grasp.
Oh no.
Does it take fire damage?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Bella, could you roll me a d4, please?
How long does that last? Do we know?
Until it puts out the flame.
Oh, okay.
I think you need to take an action to like stop, drop, and roll.
3, nice. Flame sort of continues to engulf around. You've now dealt a total of 54 damage to this creature. So yeah, Bella, it is going to take 2 swipes against you with its claws as you're sort of in its mouth, sort of taking this opportunity to claw at you. So roll both of those at once. Ooh, that's going to be an 18 and a 21 to hit. So I believe both hit on you. Okay. This might hurt.
Might.
Might.
Okay, I'm underneath going like this. Got my lay on hands ready for as soon as you.
That's going to be. This is both attacks I'm calculating at once here, just so you know, so it doesn't seem obscene. That's going to be 22 damage.
Bella unconscious.
Yes.
unconscious,
Bella's gonna die if one of us doesn't catch her.
sort of
Oh my
feeling.
God, how low is your HP? It's like as low as mine. Do artificers also only get a D6?
Artificers get a D8.
D8. But like it
my
dealt
God, you
20
rolled badly.
damage. Like
22. It's quite a hefty blow.
yeah.
Bella, feeling you go limp in its mouth. It lets go. You start falling out of its mouth towards Noah. Unfortunately, as you're unconscious, you will automatically fail the dexterity saving throw for falling. But Noah, seeing as you've positioned yourself in such a good position and you've obviously taken your action to do so, I would like you to perform either. Realistically, it's probably going to be an athletics check here to see how well you sort of manage to brace this fall.
That's a 4, but I'm gonna use my inspiration from last session to reroll it. And that's a 2. So
Oh no.
Am I able to help
not
in
good.
any way? Being
I'll use my last chrono shift. Or have I not recovered my reaction? I think I have.
No, you have.
Okay, I'll use my last chrono shift so you can reroll it.
And that's a natural 1.
Oh no!
I am the unluckiest die roller in the world. Don't get me to roll anything important.
A new character.
It's just hard each time.
Okay, Bella,
She's gonna land and break her back on my head.
you are falling 30 foot. This will be 3d6 of extra damage. Can I ask what your hit point total is?
My hit point total.
Yes, your maximum HP.
My max is 22.
Okay. So right now you're at 0. If you get to negative 22, you will be dead without saving throws.
Oh,
Luckily, it's not possible off 3d6. But
Yeah. Did you roll 3 6s? You piece of shit.
no, what?
No way. You
What?
so
Sixes.
this
The
is
universe
a
does not like Bella.
6. The llama, which is a very cute llama, is a 6. So that's 18 damage that Bella takes as they fall to the ground,
Oh,
and you
no.
fail your first death saving throw. But you are now not grappled, and you are now on the ground. So that's good.
You know what?
Great.
Hopefully the armor just like shatters and her wings come out. You know, it's a lesson
How's
for the
that
future.
help?
Great.
It's a lesson for the future.
I was grappled.
Can we get you some new armor, please?
The creature continuing to loop round is going to get to about here-ish and be just 10 foot above the ground, and that will end its turn.
Just flavor-wise, I just love this idea that Noah was facing at like a 90-degree angle the wrong way. And then he like has this flashback to this like emotional moment that he had, and he uses the inspiration from that to turn 180 degrees the wrong way. And then the chrono shift comes in and just makes him do that, but slower.
There's just this loud thunk as Bella's unconscious body
And I'm still
lands
just
on
like,
the floor. And no,
Where
I
are you?
believe like
Where are
neither
you?
of my chrono shifts actually helped.
yeah, that's very unlucky. You've tried to use both chrono shifts to save Alex's
not your
life,
fault.
and neither have worked so far. So
You guys
very
need to try harder.
yeah. Okay. On to Noah. I believe it is now your turn.
I'll hear a hefty crunch behind me. And I'll turn around and go, oh, that's unexpected.
Oh no.
And I'll walk over and I'll heal you for 13 points of lay on hands. Healing.
Nice.
This is why we all love Noah.
Yes.
We
I'm
like
just gonna,
Noah and
just
Bella.
gonna pop my head over Bella's like, make sure she's alive, yeah? She's worth a lot of money.
So you're alive now. You have 13 health.
What the fuck?
You're now conscious with 13 HP. You are prone on the ground still, and you feel a searing pain just through your spine right now. You're sort of like lying there. You feel winded. You feel like it was close to.
It was. I swear I had it. The wind was going at a weird angle, and it kind of blew you off course a bit.
Wait, be conscious though.
You're conscious.
You hit me for minus 18, didn't you?
Yes,
No,
but
you
so
never go
yeah.
negative technically.
Oh,
you're,
that's
you're
fine
never
then.
negative. It's just if you hit that threshold
Oh,
where
that's
you've taken
fine.
more than your maximum in negative, you do die. So that's just something to be wary of.
Okay,
It needs to be
Um,
like in one single hit.
I panicked then.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it needs to be on one single hit. It even applies to like imagine that if Bella was like 2 HP
If the
and you had
overflow,
done
yeah.
24, because that would bring her to minus 22, that would kill her outright as well.
Yes.
But like once you go minus 0, it kind of
Yes,
I think
it goes back
resets
to minus
every
0.
hit.
Yep. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, we are, so yeah, luckily the D6s couldn't have killed you, but they certainly tried their
I
best.
really wanted to. Oh my
So
God.
thank God it wasn't 40 foot up in the air, because maybe that would have been a lot worse. So Noah, that was your action, of course. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your movement or bonus action?
I think I will stay near Bella and Valig and shout back to the two in the cave. Maybe don't come further out. Just stay in there. And that'll be my turn.
Fantastic. Bella, knocked prone on the ground. What do you do?
I'm just trying to think. Okay. I think I'll try and stand up.
Yep, sounds good. You use 15 foot of your movement and you are no longer prone.
Okay, and just for a bit of protection, can I cast false life on myself?
You most certainly can. Go ahead and add those temporary hit points.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Is there anything you'd like to do with your movement at all? Are you happy there?
Nah, I'm staying. I'm staying where I am. I'm in too much pain.
Yeah. Old EL. What would you like to do?
Decisions. Okay. I'm just trying to decide how much LDL likes Bella. To do something stupid. Okay. I'm gonna fey a step.
Yes. Sounds good.
Yeah. So I suddenly appear next to you guys. And Crescent, do you feel like this like nice feeling when I leave? Like I don't actively cast anything on you, but like you feel like some energy floating around the area where I live. And once I'm here, I am going to. I just don't have a lot of damage in anything. I am going to. I'm gonna magic missile. I'm gonna do it at second level.
Yes.
I've got it. So it's
Sounds
4
good.
instead of just trying to like bring more people that they think can attack instead of instead of Bella.
Yeah.
So that's 5 and another 5, 10 plus 4, 14.
14.
Damn.
Nice.
I rolled 2 ones and 2
Let's
fours.
go.
Yeah, so it's a good chunk of damage. Sort of how many pelts are they? Is at a second level it's 4 pelts?
Yep.
Yeah, so you see this sort of and then sort of as the fourth one hits, sort of careens and sort of the griffin sort of seems to turn off kilter. Its form, although still on fire, darkens and sort of goes jet black, shrinking, and sort of falling to the ground with a loud thud. It's sort of, at first you think you've killed it. At first you think it's unconscious, but then, looking over, you see that this creature has actually changed forms from this damage.
Phase 2.
Oh.
This is never a good thing in video games.
Sorry.
We might be screwed.
Aha, this one is not playing. Bear with me.
Yeah, I'm
Was
fine.
it
We were meant to have
shapeshifter?
different combat music, but it wasn't working, so we're going to go back to the original combat music.
Right.
Not a problem.
Was
yeah.
it a shapeshifter? Then?
No, I
No,
checked.
It wasn't. Okay, because I was gonna ask when
Yeah.
I was reading the spell that Lee did, Crescent.
My moonbeam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the first thing that came to mind.
I
And
thought that, and
did
I
you
was
say
like, there
she
is no
falls
way
down
it's
to
a
the ground?
shapeshifter.
Yep, so it will take that full damage as well.
Mm.
Bear with me, I just need to...
Nice one, Oldio. The only one who can actually hit it while it's in the air.
Yeah, do you know the problem though? Like, if he decides to retaliate, I have even less hit points than Bella.
So, to be fair, seeing as you took it out of the air, would you like to give me the full damage roll? So that's only 10 foot up in the air, but still, would you like to roll me
No,
that?
like I roll atrociously bad and you roll very high, so I'm gonna let you have the honest. I'll let you
Yeah.
want me.
Not
Is
a
it
problem.
2d6? I can if you want, but
Just one for 10 foot. That's a 3.
okay.
This
Probably gonna be higher than anything I would have managed. So
this shallowed form. Those of you who are in perspective see the now prone. Let me allow me to fix that on the sheet. Apologies. The now prone form of what looks to be a humanoid with long black dreads, sort of capes down their body, wearing what looks like to be a collection of leathers with some sort of branches, some sort of forest attributes added to them, and sort of lying prone on the floor there. Yeah, Balik, you are up. What would you like to do?
My original plan was to get ready to grapple this thing as it flew past and try and do that, but now it's on the ground. Can I even get to it? Is the question. Oh, I can.
Say
Is it prone?
it is prone.
Oh yeah, I'll just run on over and smack this thing.
Sort of do it that way. Yeah, easily enough. You sort of get over to this prone creature. You get to see it a lot more clearly now. Sort of covered and caked in mud and dirt as well. It seems to be very much a humanoid creature with darker skin and dreads.
I'm killing it.
Do I? You know what? I think because it spoke to Valak and it's not like mindless, can I? Like there's been a misunderstanding. Can I try and pin the thing down? Is that possible?
It is. Yeah, you can.
'Cause it's
You can
already
attempt to.
prone.
You would still have to grapple first. After being grappled, you can attempt to restrain. That is very
Okay.
much possible.
Do I have to do that on 2 separate turns?
Yes, both would require an action.
Okay.
You can see the creature's eye sort of still open. It is very much still cognizant and in this fight.
Yeah, sure. I'll try and grapple. Does this count as an attack, by the way, for my rage?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I'll try and grapple it so that and then
Hey,
I'll
do
restrain
so. It's a athletics check. It's a strength check. So do so with advantage because you're still
it.
raging.
Awesome. That is a 13 and a 8. So the 13 and that's plus 6, so 19.
It is 12 plus 6, so 18. So well done.
Nice. Awesome. So that's pinned to the ground now.
Yep. So they are now grappled.
Awesome. All right, guys, do whatever you want. Except hit me. Don't hit me. Thanks.
Let me find the grapple point for that. Sorry about this.
Is this humanoid? You said now
Yeah.
that they are not in Griffin form.
Sure did.
Can I also say, like, in voice now, not through sonic mind, stop fighting us. We're not hunters, you idiot. I beeped out the. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah.
You sort of growling from under your grapple. You hear sort of a. What languages do you speak?
Just
You
Draconic. That's it.
you do not understand what it says to you.
Cool.
That wouldn't happen to be gnomish, would it?
You do not hear what it says to Valak, or you don't understand what it says to Valak, I'm afraid.
It sounded,
Just
sounded pretty gnome-like to
Gnomish
me.
is actually very, yeah, turns out.
Sylvan?
I should have sounded like mind with it.
Cool, on to Crescent.
I would like to walk over to Valley and Co. And do we know what language it was speaking? Was it Gnomish?
Give me a history check, if you want.
D20.
Yeah, a d20 and add your history bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you give me 10 minutes and 6 and 6 seconds, I can understand it. No matter what
It's
language. I
9.
need 10 minutes.
9. Doesn't seem to be any language you're really familiar with. You probably assume it's not one of the not really a common language, or not one that you're really
Not
too
one of
familiar
the 4
with.
languages I speak.
What 4 languages do you speak?
Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Druidic.
No, you don't quite recognize it in this burst.
What? Can't really talk about it. I like kind of yell, "Who are you? Why was you attacking us?" But without-
Okay, I just
I
realized.
can't understand.
Where's the egg?
Finding
Please
an
do
important
not tell
question.
me.
It's in a
Where
box
is
in the
that?
cave, isn't it?
It's
Or is it
I,
in-
last was assigned. It is in Noah's backpack.
Okay.
That was the
Okay.
last place you guys put
Fine.
it.
We're fine. Don't worry about the egg.
we
Always
should worry
worry
about
about the egg.
I think we should worry
We've
about
got
the
5 dragons. Making
Yeah.
sure we keep this thing alive.
Yeah, true. We can't get the Power Ranger suits if we lose the egg. Okay?
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the dream.
I think the egg might be trying to turn me into a Power Ranger suit.
Oh my
So
god,
g-
that's. Oh yeah.
Crescent, you ran over. Sorry, what would you like to be doing?
I would like to ask who they are and why they were attacking us in common.
In common. You sort of the eyes sort of like I guess sort of battling with Valak, the eyes like slip to you, and you sort of again hear this. Anything
I
else you'd like to
can't
do?
No, I can't really do anything.
No. Fair enough. Yeah, you guys are grappling. I think that's.
Could you just confirm what grappling is again? Just like the.
Yeah, so
exact-
grappling is basically using your action to hold a creature in place. You reduce their movement speed to 0, basically.
Okay, and then.
Is restrain the one that like
Restrain
provides
will,
all the-
yeah, restrain provides advantage on attacks as well, and sort of is a lot harder to get out because you can go from restrained to grappled to out of that. So it's basically just adding layers onto it for this purpose. Grand. So Crescent, there was nothing else you wanted to do on your turn? Grand. So the creature, or the humanoid, the woman, so to speak, feels very poignant, but they sort of reach their sort of hand, sort of while being grappled by you, sort of struggling. The hand manages to touch what looks to be some sort of symbol upon themselves, or some sort of spellcasting focus upon themselves, and they mutter a few words sort of under their voice. Again, this very guttural language, like a "Kosianda, Kasia, Asiako," and sort of you feel a channel of power sort of shoot up into the sky above you guys, and a dark cloud begins to form above Valig and Crescent, sort of about, and sort of immediately from this dark cloud, sort of very reminiscent of a storm cloud, a bolt of lightning strikes down onto the ground next to you guys as this creature casts Cool Lightning. Now, could you both take a dexterity saving throw for me?
Advantage.
Yep.
Let's go. There's a 3. Roll better, please. That's a 12. Yeah, that's a 14.
Yeah, you say that. Mine's a 6.
I'm afraid
Yeah.
DC 15.
Yeah, of course it is.
How does this thing have better save DCs than all of us?
Because it might be a higher level than y'all. Unfortunately.
It hurts. Right.
So that is going to be 20 points of lightning damage.
10
Half
for me.
for Valig.
Yes. I'm on 6 HP. Right.
What was
No, I'm not.
Fucking
I'm
hell,
on 20.
people.
I'm on 14 HP, sorry. Wait. I'm on 10. I can't maths. Right. Nah, there you go. I don't know why I took away 6 for some reason.
Cool. And the creature has done that. I'll add that as a little.
So if it's restrained, it can't cast spells and stuff, right?
Um,
No, you get disadvantage at casting them.
Yeah.
So if it's attack spell, they'll have disadvantage.
Right. So it can still cast, like, but I mean, that one it had to touch a symbol, so it wouldn't be able to use it again, would it?
No, you
You
can still do it
notice-
because
the cloud
Sorry.
above you is still in place. Just so you're aware. There's still this dark, looming storm cloud above you. And yeah, sorry, Feeble, go ahead.
yeah. So I know it's for flavor, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But in order to not discriminate between martial and spellcasting classes, what restraint does, it gives you disadvantage for doing attack rolls, no matter what type, because you can still swing your axe even if you are restrained. So you just do it as a disadvantage, so you can still cast the spells.
Yeah.
It's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But if it's a saving throw, then it's not even that you don't even get disadvantage.
Awesome.
Ends the creatures go. Noah, you're up.
Can I go like through here, like over this bit, or do I have to
It's
go?
a bit of a lip. You can. So it would be difficult terrain. That would still give you enough to get there. If you want to avoid using difficult terrain, which you don't need to for now, then you can do an athletics check to sort of try and mantle it.
Is this thing still on fire?
Okay, so I can move.
Yes. Sorry, Alex, can you roll a d4 for me?
Okay. Have I just
So I can
grappled
move
this?
here?
Sorry, Wish.
Sorry, I'm just asking questions.
Yes, apologies. So where did you want to end up? Uh,
25 feet, so with 10 feet of difficult terrain, or is that would that be 2
Yeah,
blocks of
30
difficult
feet.
terrain?
So you'll need 20 feet would be if it's only 5 feet.
no,
of
you
difficult-
oh no, because you need 25. So you get to there with that. If you want to try to get there or there, you can do an athletics check. Very, very easy DC. To see, just make sure that you can, but otherwise you'll probably be stuck there.
Okay, I will attempt that because there's no way that I roll a 4, 2, and a 1, and then something even worse.
Yeah, so DC 10. Go ahead.
You say this.
I say this. I got a 9.
Oh my god, Wish.
Okay, unfortunately, then you don't manage to quite mantle it. It's no, like you're very close. So I'm gonna say there's no real negative effect from that. It just you don't get quite as far as you want, but you can still get next to it.
Cool. What does that make my average roll? Like
Something
Yes,
atrocious.
2.5.
like,
My average roll was
Impossibly bad.
2.5.
You need new dice, my man.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That
I
was
guess
our
I'm
collection.
just scrambling right
start.
here.
Yeah. No, like I'll say it's no. You don't. Oh, it's only 25. I see. You still manage to mantle it with the rest of your movement. You just don't quite get to it, basically. So you can still be up there.
I will feign wiping my brow as though I could sweat and go.
You
Whew, that was a tough one.
you do have an action which you can dash with if you'd like.
I'll use my action to look up the clouds, see the scorch marks in the grass around them, and dodge.
Dodge. Yeah, sounds good.
Can you dodge?
For those who don't,
saving
dodge
throws?
gives you advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Awesome.
Grand. That is Noah done. On to you, Bella.
Alex, we can't quite hear you. I think it's just not picking up your voice right now.
No.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
We can just about.
My headset
There we
is
go.
muffled. Right.
No
So,
problem.
is there any way I can just throw my dagger at it?
From where you are now, it's a bit rough. It's also on the ground, so you would have disadvantage against it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
So
gonna risk
you're
that.
welcome. You're welcome to,
I'm
but
not-
just to let you know.
can just about get there.
That would require an athletics check to sort of mantle up there. Otherwise, it would be difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do an athletics check.
Hey, give me that athletics check.
I'll do a nice dice roll. That is a 14.
14, you manage it.
Noah sees
Sort of
this
stepping past Noah on your side.
this tiny
I
child.
like the idea. Am I?
There's
I'm
no reason to make Noah feel this bad.
I'm like struggling to get up, and she like walks up over my back using me as I'm like
He's gonna
struggling.
catch me
Oh.
and let me fall to the floor. Deserves it.
He
And-
tried though.
Now can I throw my dagger at it?
Yeah, it still has disadvantage because it is prone.
Oh, that's
Also,
fine.
can you roll me a d4 for the damage it took at the beginning of its turn? I'm not sure if you did before, but I didn't
did.
hear.
3.
So for those that don't
Fantastic.
know, when you are prone, you have advantage against prone creatures for melee attacks, but disadvantage for range attack. Because like a small target on the floor is harder to hit if you are at range, while it's easier to hit if you're just wailing on it.
Just to check, Robin, that blue circle, is that
Or lightning.
the lightning? Right. So if I
Yep.
moved out of there, would I be fine?
But Valid can roll an Arcana check.
How well is this gonna go to you guys then?
In disadvantage, you have to take the lower one, right?
You do.
So that's unfortunately a nat 1. However,
no.
however, my other roll was a nat 20, so I'm really annoyed.
Oh no.
So this is dagger of returning, right?
Yeah.
What does dagger of returning do?
Returning weapon. You can infuse a simple or martial weapon with the throwing property into a returning weapon.
Yeah.
I haven't, so it can just come back to me.
Okay, so it sort of towards the creature, ting, sort of pangs off one of the rocks. Fortunately, doesn't find its mark. Still, very good effort. On to Aldiel.
Okay.
I got a 4
This
on my
might be a
Arcana.
stupid,
You're not sure.
but I'm basically gonna be using all my racial and class features. So I don't care about the hard terrain, because difficult terrain, because I just need to get there, which is 20 feet,
Yep, so you can just take it. No
because
problem.
that puts him 10 feet away from me. So I'm gonna do. Once I get here, I'm gonna use my bonus action to phase step up here,
Yeah, nicely done.
and I'm gonna pick him for the
You're-
effect of my phase step.
You're
Can he
about
make me
15 foot
a
up,
wisdom
just so you're
saving
aware.
throw?
Wisdom
he
saving
make-
throw. Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not a very high DC.
Natural 16 for a
Yeah,
total
nice.
of
It's DC 12.
yeah.
I was hoping I could charm it, so we had time to tie it down.
Just for your context, that was just for the information, that was a total of 23 in the end.
Oh my god. Okay. So instead of that, because that was my bonus action and it was a racial thing, I am gonna use my leftover second level spell slot and cast Hold Person, because it's humanoid now.
Nice. Type of saving throw.
Can
on
he
that.
make? Oh no, it's another wisdom saving throw. He's definitely gonna pass this.
Okay, it's a +7 to the roll. So with DC
God.
14, there's a 25%.
13. I have a
13.
13. No, 13.
13? Do you only have 16 intelligence or 17?
17.
I see,
Like
I
I roll like very average across the board, so it's like
Yeah.
none of my stats are bad, but none of them are like
It's okay.
good.
It all comes down to this. That is cocked, so it would have been 11, but it's sort of at an angle, so I will re-roll that one. Because that would have been a total of 18, so it's a good thing. That's unfortunately a 12, so that takes it to 19.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
Hmm.
tried.
Good
Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to deal with it.
oh god. This thing.
It was a-
This
it was a-
thing's gonna
A really good effort, I would like to say.
Really good. What was
I tried my
Um,
best to like subdue these things so we could tie
yes.
it down and ask questions. Because I need
Um,
10 minutes to be able to
yeah.
understand them.
You don't have the ability to sort of do a
I don't-
force a roll on that, do you? No.
No, I've used both mine. And I have comprehend languages, but I have it as a ritual. So I need the 10 minutes of a ritual to actually
Understood.
cast it. So I can't understand them until I get. That's why I wanted to tie them down or something.
Yeah. Valak, you're up.
How not bothered is Valak to just capture this thing now? It struck him with lightning. He wants to
You've
kill
just
it.
been struck by
He
lightning.
wants to
It's-
kill it.
It
He's pissed.
hurt.
It really hurt. I'm gonna move first. I'm gonna move around it, so I'm over here. Okay? Is that
Yep.
okay? While I'm
Yeah,
still
that's fine.
grappling it, that's fine.
Yeah, sort of. You sort of pivot. You sort of roll over it.
Yeah,
I'd say.
yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
And then I'm gonna bring my great axe down on this thing.
Yeah.
And is that with advantage?
No, because it's only grapples, not restrained.
Is it not prone?
No, it's prone.
It is
so-
prone. Sorry, thank you. Yes,
Cool.
that is with advantage.
Awesome. Don't have to reckless. That's a 10 and an 18, so that's 25.
25 hits.
And then 12. Gonna smack the shit out of this thing. That is a 12.
12. Nice. So it's a total of
19? No.
19.
Wait. Sorry. Plus 5. Yeah, no, 19. 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big chunk from Valak. Ouch. It is now going to make a concentration check on its Cool Lightning. It's natural 2, which I don't believe is enough.
Well, this
No,
is what I
not at
needed
all.
you to roll, Robin. About a 10 o'clock.
What are you
So the cloud dissipates.
are you grappling it as like a hand or just by like sitting on it?
I didn't want it to
'Cause
disappear.
do you need two
yet.
hands for a great axe?
That is a fair point.
I'm gonna say I'm just on top of it.
Just sitting on him.
Just sitting
He's
on it.
like, you know, like these, like, yeah, like, just like doing like.
I have a
using
tail
his
too. Just to
Thunder
put this
thighs.
out there.
I'll allow it for now. In future, we'll address this because this might be a thing.
We'll talk about
As a heads up, it's a very
Okay,
it's a very
this is
good point, and
though.
I appreciate. I don't want to take this away from you because obviously that's a very influential hit that's just happened. I would feel very bad.
I
walking
shouldn't have
that
said
back.
anything. I
No,
shouldn't
no,
have
no,
said
no, no,
anything.
no, no, no. Thank you.
I feel really bad.
Wish have your inspiration back.
Wish was like
Have your snitch inspiration.
Is that what I get for snitching?
Yeah, you get inspiration for
Yes.
snitching. Yeah.
Wish was like, oh, Burn did well. Oh, but Valak did well. Valak did well.
Nice.
Like, do well. I'm sorry.
Crescent, you are up.
The disappeared. Like why? The cloud dissipated.
Right. So.
But I didn't have a turn while in the cloud.
Yeah.
Is it that?
So, when certain spells are cast, they can require concentration, and it says in the description of the spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So when I hit
completely
it,
missed that.
it had to make
Yeah.
a concentration save, and it failed it, so
Oh.
the spell
Well,
dissipated.
that kind of fucked me up, Burn. I'm not gonna lie. So,
What?
fuck you.
Huh? What?
Come on, Burn.
What did I do?
What are you doing?
I just wanted a thundercloud. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
I'm sorry.
I'm half joking. Thank you for getting rid of the cloud, but no thank you for getting rid of the cloud.
Well, I am
Um,
sorry, but Valig would say maybe you should have rolled 4 higher on the initiative.
And as a heads up, I don't think you wanted the cloud to be there. Just so you know, I
It
think the
does a lot
cloud
of damage.
It
is
does a
very
lot of
bad for you.
damage.
Yeah.
But I have absorbed elements as a reaction, so I kind of wanted it, and I was just gonna put it into a melee attack
Ah,
to
Right.
do some extra
You
damage
could have
to the humanoid.
Did you like forget about it, or did you not know that you could?
Can I react as soon as it happens?
Yeah,
I thought it
yeah,
had to be
yeah.
on my turn.
No.
So
Anytime.
reactions are things that happen.
I'm gonna write that
Doesn't-
down.
Yeah, so I'll say, just because you didn't know, if you want to retroactively have used your reaction to absorb elements on that lightning strike, you can you can heal yourself for 10 back, because you would have become resistant for that turn. And then your next attack that you make, you can add a d6 of lightning.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, specifically for a melee attack, I have a quarterstaff, so can I just whack her with my quarterstaff?
Yeah, I would also recommend using Shillelagh first to let you use your wisdom rolls for that, because that's quite a good thing that druids can do.
Oh, okay. How do I do that?
So it's a bonus action. It's basically you cast Shillelagh on your staff, and then you're allowed to use your wisdom modifier when attacking with it.
What is Shillelagh?
It's the
That
cantrip.
cantrip.
Shillelagh.
My cantrips are frostbite and shake water.
Never mind
You
then.
have another one.
I don't
You
have
have
enough
3,
room.
so you should have 3 or do.
I think you do have Shillelagh. I think so. I think you might be looking at the actions ones. I think when we made your character, we did add Shillelagh in there as a heads up.
Can we refer to it as Shillelagh every single time we use it? No.
Is there any Irish
No.
people in the server
Are
that
you
can tell us
sure?
how this is actually pronounced?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? Because
You
I've
should-
read my sheet like fully,
I
and
mean,
I've
you should
not seen
have
that word
3
before.
You should have three cantrips. 'Cause
I
have
think
3.
I distinctly remember taking it because I think we chose that over Primal Savagery, I believe.
Or Parmesan is a good flavor one.
Oh,
Hey, if
Um,
your DM tries to give you a free cantrip, you take that
Okay.
free cantrip.
alright,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do that. I'll
So,
do that.
roll-
I just don't know what it does or what it is.
So basically, it means that when you hit it with your quarterstaff, you can use your wisdom stat instead of your strength stat. So it's quite
Okay.
good.
And is that a D20 plus wisdom?
D20 plus proficiency plus wisdom, so it'll be plus 6 for you.
Oh, natural 20.
That means we double the damage, double the dice. So there's a D8 from your quarterstaff and a D6 from lightning damage. You get to double both of those. So you get to roll 2D8 and 2D6, and then add 4.
Okay, so that is 22 plus 6? Or was it plus 4?
Plus
Sorry.
4 from the wisdom. So what's that total of?
22 plus 4, 26. 46.
No, so we just double the dice. So it was just 26. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Wait, what?
So the 2d8 and the 2d6 you've doubled the dice because you've crit, basically.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, so
So
26.
you mean double like the dice and not the number?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay.
we've already, so normally you would roll a d8 for the staff and a d6 for the lightning. Because it's a crit, you've rolled 2d8 and 2d6. If that makes sense.
Sure.
If you're a bit lost on it, we can go over it. Like, really, don't worry.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
Okay,
I get it.
so-
I just, as long as you tell me what to roll, I'm happy.
No
you
problem.
basically just use your wisdom instead of your attack.
So-
instead of your strength.
So incredibly, wow. So you had dealt 25 damage to this creature in total so far. You've just dealt another 26. This creature's max hit points were 51.
Let's go.
So it is unconscious.
Let's go.
Lee, how would you like to do this when you sort of smack it with the staff? How does this final blow happen?
Right on the head. Just poof, and knocks her out.
There's a burst, a zap appears through the creature, and it falls unconscious.
Oh, now what do we do with it?
Well
Good
done.
team effort, everyone.
Woo!
Really, we all put in a little bit of work
All
there.
around.
I feel tired.
Where the hell is that scumbag Israeli? Can I look around for him, please?
You most certainly can. Give me a perception check.
It's a 5. That is sorry, 7.
7. Unfortunately, not really able to discern any details. You're not sure where Israelius is, or if he's
Nice.
even still around. Yeah.
And I walk up to the person and flip him over and take a look at the symbol, whether it was a holy symbol or an arcane one.
Yes. Fairly easy to discern. I think you're fairly familiar with the rest, and given all of your expertise, it's a druidic symbol.
Okay.
I'm
Can
trying to
I,
play some nice ambience, but for some reason I'm not able to. So
if I make my way down, like, so it's just unconscious, can we tie this person up?
yeah, sure. I think as
Because
they're unconscious, it's easy enough to do. If you guys have some rope
if we
from one of your
start doing
packs,
this, I will then sit next to them and start ritual casting comprehend languages because it takes 1 hour.
does it take an hour to do that? I think it's only
Before
10
No,
minutes.
so it lasts for an hour. So it's
Last an
like,
hour.
sorry, it's 10 minutes. It lasts for an hour. So I'm assuming they
Yes.
will come around
Let me see
before
how.
the end of the
They'll
spell.
be
Oh,
unconscious for 1d4 hours, by the way. So
okay. So
one would
then I'm
be the lower point for
it's
that.
it's a ritual though, so
Yeah.
I can always just like recast it.
Yeah.
We can always try and wake them up.
Always good.
I have rope
Our
if you want to tie them up.
Yeah. Burn, would you mind looking at the music bot to see if you can
Okie doke.
get it to work? Because I'm not sure if it's just me or if it's just not liking us because it was working a second
unfortunately,
ago.
I can understand them, but they won't be able to understand me.
Hmm.
So I can only just understand. It's not tongues. It's comprehend languages. So I can't speak the language. I can just understand what they say.
Well, I think most people will understand common. So even if it shouts back at us in unknowable gibberish, at least you'll understand the unknowable gibberish and can tell us what it's saying.
So shall we? Could you maybe once
we go.
they're tied up, could you heal them? For like even if it's just like a tiny bit, 1 hit point, so they come back around the straightaway instead of having to wait for them to gain consciousness.
Yeah, I will give them a quick pat down and see if they have anything on them before I tie them up with some rope.
Yeah, just give me a
Could we
moment.
remove? Could we remove the druidic symbols? Any spell casting
Yeah.
materials?
Do.
Anything?
Oh, I'm not liking that. Yeah, sure. Easy enough to for the most part. Do you want to give me a little investigation check each, or one of you can do so with advantage?
Sorry, an investigation. You said.
Investigation check, or one of you can do
Can
investigation with
I?
advantage.
Can I do that?
I'll help them because Valak
Okay.
shouldn't make that check.
It was between
Oh
Noah and
no.
people.
Okay, I rolled
sorry.
a 1 and a 12, so that's a 17.
17. Yeah, sort of searching through their pockets. It's very makeshift levers. Mud seems to have been sort of upon that investigation seems to be purposely rubbed in to make it a bit more one with nature. He's fairly common for druidic practices. It does seem that this person is a druid. You find their druidic casting symbol. You find their staff, which is quite ornately carved. Sort of has some druidic symbols sort of etched into it as a staff in general. You also find, oddly enough, about 8 total coin purses that seem to sort of be different types, strapped in different ways, and not uniform. From that check, you think that these
They
probably
have sticky
originated from
fingers.
different places. And it all totals up to around 23 gold, 15 silver, and 70 copper.
Let's go.
23 gold.
17 silver, and 70 copper.
Okay, I'll split that in a second.
You also on a 17, wrapped around sort of their neck is sort of a jet black cloth fabric, which, as you're passing over the body, you notice that it is the only part of their clothing that hasn't retained any dirt. It doesn't have any sort of alterations to it. So it sort of stands out to you a moment. So you think better safe than sorry, and you remove the small dark fabric. It's almost like a bandana, you would say, but it's jet black.
Yeah, I'll definitely take that off if it looks odd, so I can
It,
identify it later.
it stands out for sure. Let me see
is
what
the
else. I have anything. There is also yeah, no, that's what you find upon them. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Since this is the first time we get like monies, how do people feel in terms of a split? The way I've done it in the past is you split any money that you come across by one more person than the people in the group, so it becomes a common fund. So everyone gets their own money of the split, but there's also a common fund for the party.
Are we answering this
Are
as
people
players or characters?
okay with that? I was thinking players.
However you want,
Yeah,
however you want to
I'm
do it.
happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
Noah's pretty flexible on the concept of money in general.
I
But,
think
yeah.
you can give my share of the money to the common fund because I don't think Bella really needs it.
Fair. To be fair, this actually
will
might serve as a
Okay.
really good opportunity for a break, just as a heads up,
Yeah.
just 'cause obviously we've just finished the combat. So I think
Yeah.
now might be the best time to do that before we start going into what happens next.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, we'll call it 10 and be back at 25 past then.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Perfect.
Awesome. See you guys in a second.
See you guys in a second.
Yeah, guys.
Hello and welcome back. We've just returned from break, so thank you all for joining us back. We have just finished up the combat against the griffin that wasn't a griffin, now transformed back into their true form. A dark-skinned individual with long black dreads and has now been made unconscious and tied up by the party in the plain fields. It is still early in the morning. This is all transpired over a quick few minutes. And cutting back into the action, I believe we left off just after sort of taking some of the accessories and items off this character. What would you guys like to be doing?
Before I forget, everyone gets 3 gold pieces, 11 silver pieces, and 11 copper pieces.
Thank you.
I really think we should look for Israelius. Both I and Valig would like to look for Israelius.
I think we should not.
I don't think we should either.
I mean, because well, I don't know. Well, we're gonna go find Isabella and help him, like, or has he
Well-
just like legged it and left us to fight the?
We don't
left us to
know.
fight?
And I think Valig's logic is either this guy has turned tail and run and has all this information about our group that he can go give back, which is really dangerous, or he's, you know, a coward and literally baited Valig to die and he wants to murder him. So, yeah.
Well, I
Either
think
or.
firstly we might have to heal and interrogate the druid.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I
would
can.
be lazy after like doing all that. I would
Yeah.
just like sit next to them, casting my ritual. So like covering myself in like things to like channel dynamics so I can talk to them. Well, understand.
I am sitting on them, with my hands on my knees.
They're also, I believe, bound by rope.
I'll get them up whenever you're ready.
Not that we don't trust you, Noah, but with your track record, we'd rather not have a dice off.
It's been a hard day, I won't lie.
Can Bella just pull out her dagger and go to poke the thing with it? Not to like hurt it, but like just to like try and poke it.
To be fair, it takes me like 10 minutes to be able to cast this, so you guys can like, once you guys have finished doing whatever you think you'll do, like the first 10
Yeah.
minutes, then it'll be ready to like.
Can I short rest, please?
You can start spending an hour. We'll let you know. I'll let you know when you get to an hour.
Oh, it's an hour? Are you serious?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Very much so.
I didn't. Right. No, it's fine. If we talk to her and stuff, does that count? Like, if we were talking to her for an hour?
He's unconscious.
If you're not doing anything intrusive, then yeah, I'd say that'd be fine.
Thing is, if you want to
Interesting.
catch Israelius, I reckon if we wait a full hour, he's
Be locked
probably hightailed it by then. No?
I can't, like, I didn't sense that link breaking at all.
It's not. So you can speak to them.
Yeah.
You don't have a connection
Yeah.
when it happens. So,
The dragons would disagree.
well, the dragons were different.
Dragons were different. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, if they're a druid and I'm a druid, can I speak Druidic to them if we heal them now?
Worth a shot?
Either we can search for Israelius for an hour and potentially find him, or we can heal the druid now and I'll speak to them for an hour until ODL can understand them.
It only takes me 10 minutes, so you can start speaking to them, and at some point
Oh,
I'll be able
okay.
to understand as well, but I cannot. I wouldn't be able to. Sorry, I forgot. ODL has a voice. But then I won't be able to, like, speak to them. You'll be the only one able to speak to them. I'll just be able to, like, understand them. It's a bit of a weird one. Like, I'm just getting used to the magic. Like, now I haven't really used it before because everyone back home speaks Silver. Anyway, Valley can, like, heal themselves while we do this anyway. So we can, like, get a head start. And then
Yeah,
we can
okay.
go find S. Like, I think, like, okay, okay, he was like a good guy, but I was expecting him to let us help him. So, to be totally honest, I don't think he has like very good chances against Isabella on his own. He's better off staying with us. So, I don't know.
Maybe you didn't trust us.
By the way, Oldiel, you I noticed a lot of kind of weird timey stuff happens when you're about.
Oh yeah. And then like I don't like do anything, but like I like try and like gather dynamis around me. It's like yeah, I have control over like dynamis, like time particles. Haven't you guys heard about them?
There's sort of a small silvery shield or sort of seance that sort of occurs over Odiel's hands that sort of seems to gather, and you sort of see a quickening, a slow, a lightning in the air. It's hard to label. There's a physical effect as Odiel sort of moves the hands sort of and sort of draws arcane sigils in the air. It's unlike anything you've seen before.
You mentioned that you aren't from like here. Did that have anything to do with it?
Not that I'm aware of. I think anyone can tap into dynamis. I don't think it's like a very common. Like I've always been in tune to it. I wonder if like I'm more in tune to it because like I'm kind of like generally like in tune to like the seasons. I like you see like some of the flowers on her, as she says, there's like some of the flowers on her hair, like so I wonder if like that makes me more in tune. Yeah, but no, like back home there's not that many people that can do it. Like some people like that. It's like my friend that I got in trouble with. Like she can like tap on the same things, but like instead of like using it like time wise, she can like manipulate space, which I think is quite cool as well.
You how did you get in trouble?
Well, we didn't really get in trouble. We just like we found like this scroll that we were meant to, and then like I was here, and they were left there. I don't think I'm in trouble. Like well, like I found myself here before I found out if I was in trouble.
You've got no idea how you ended up here?
My best guess is that my time magic, my friend's space magic, and the scroll kind of interacted badly.
How
And I
do you
ended up here.
know your now just now is your now from then?
I try not to think about it. It's it feels alright. So if I'm just hoping I can make it back home at some point, and that till now, because like things back home, like the time change, that feels a bit wibbly, wobbly. So yeah, you're right. Like I hope not. I hope you're not. I hope you're right because I would miss my sister. But yeah, I just try not to think too hard about it, and I hope that I just need to become powerful enough to get back home. Like there's always stories about people traveling between planes. Like the dragons did it for us. So I'm sure I can make it back.
Maybe you'll end up being your own mum or something.
I don't really like my dad, so I hope not. Like no, I like him, but like I don't like him that way.
Oh. Cool.
Anyway. Shall we get a move on with healing the druid?
So, I'll lay on hands for 1 point of healing.
Cool. There's a sort of give me a try. I'd say it's pretty. You've slashed into this this woman enough times. One thing that you all do notice, sort of now that you've sort of taken away the symbol, do you guys take away the leather armor as well, or just?
I need it.
Yeah.
Is she wearing clothes underneath?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
What if it's like a Bella situation where there's wings underneath the armor?
It's a Wouldn't we know if they were?
But the wings would be obvious, wouldn't they?
Do it have wings?
If they had wings on their back as you took the armor off, you would notice as a heads up.
Alright, yeah, let's just take the armor off. It's fine.
Cool.
What kind of armor is it?
It is leather.
I don't need it.
Can I swap my armor for that armor so I can fly?
Unfortunately, you're a small fairy, and this is a medium-sized.
We can edit it.
Yeah,
you can take it, then try and edit it later. But for now, as you take it off, you notice sort of originally hidden by the leather armor is a long spiraling tattoo that goes around their left arm, in the shape of a snake. And you notice that their blood, that sort of from the axe hits and from the prodding and poking with the dagger, is green blood.
Do we recognize the tattoo?
Snake.
As in, like, does it mean anything though?
You can give me a history check if you want.
Why am I
We
not-
identify the race of the druid.
Give me a history check.
Like, I feel like Feebles knows, but the elf wouldn't.
Got 12.
fair.
Well, Feebles has an idea.
I don't think Noah would know.
Valid got 12 on the history check, which is
Hey,
pretty good
12
for
plus
Valid.
5.
It's a cool snake. It's a very cool snake.
It's a very cool snake.
Can I also
Absolute
try
badass.
and check what the snake means?
Was I able to identify the race for the 12?
With the 12, not sure. Humanoid, green-blooded. You haven't come across this before. It's a bit strange.
Interesting.
Is this something? Would they be in the Feywild? So would all the elves potentially know who they are? I just wonder whether I can do like a history check at all or not.
Yeah, you can make a history check for sure.
Let's all make history checks.
Bella
No, that's a
recognize
7
it
plus
at
a
all?
12 as well. It's 12 for everyone.
Hey,
Close
for
Valeg's
everyone.
as smart as Oldiel. Let's go.
Can I check to see if Bella recognizes it at all?
Go ahead
got a
and give me a
17.
history check. Noah did.
I got a 17.
Ooh. Would you like to share with the group?
So Noah, as you're sort of looking over this creature, you sort of like your head tilts to one side, and then suddenly there's a and sort of the outline of this creature appears in a bit more detail, and you sort of see some information start scrolling across your eye, almost written in your vision, and it said, "Individual identified, Yanti blooded." The Yanti, for those who aren't familiar.
Oh yeah, no, my eye brain knows this one. This is a Yuan Ti. You know, one of those crazy snake folk.
Ooh. Interesting.
Okay.
Like me?
No, but like those of you guys that live around here, like do they live in this area? Is it like weird that they're here? Like,
I'd say with the 17, you also sort of get the information. Sort of, it gives you a bit more specialized information, and it sort of tells you a bit, sort of like, beware of acidic glands, and it says so dangerous individuals exterminate on sight.
oh no.
Well, I don't know much about exactly where they go, and I take my axe out. But I do know they're no good.
No. Look,
Look, the eye
People
brain
ask
says
me-
exterminate on sight, and I have
I'm gonna
sighted
pull
him.
out my great axe.
Like stand in front of them and like put our hands on our hips, just shake our head at them.
Am I still raging?
No.
Oh.
Were
I
you gonna punt me?
I was gonna pick you up and move you.
Can you not do that anyway? She's really small.
I really could, but I'm not gonna do it just yet.
like come. Like they're leaving alone. So, like, maybe they are not like they don't need to be a bad person. Like, not everyone is bad. Like, I know like snakes can give some people the ick, but that doesn't mean that they're bad. Let's like talk to them. Like Crescent can talk to them. So like maybe they can explain why they attacked us. Maybe we're sleeping in their house. So like if you had someone sleeping in your house, you'd also be angry, wouldn't you?
Oh,
So no,
I know why they attacked us though.
Why did they attack
Why?
us?
They
you
thought-
attack them first.
They thought we were hunters. Hey, whoa. I just walked out the cave, and then it pounced on my face.
Deserved.
But we're not hunters, so maybe
That's
it's
what
just a
I tried to
tell
misunderstanding.
And then it still
They
continued
were
to
defending
kill
themselves.
us.
maybe they didn't understand you.
I-
Or
it-
like, to be
it-
fair, you look scary. So maybe they didn't believe you
Well, other people don't just scratch my face.
because you look scary.
Maybe the cave is frequented by hunters, and so it assumed that because we were using it, we were too.
Okay,
There were bones in the cave.
So
Small
how
bones.
about we let Crescent talk to them?
Noah,
and
are
we
you
can
doing
fight?
the healing or shall I?
Yeah, I will lay on hands for 1 point of healing.
Sort of, you see the eyes flick open. Now that you're closer, you can see that these eyes are sort of yellow in coloration. There's a small dark slit that sort of runs down the instead of a pupil. The sort of eyes sort of dart across, sort of immediately scanning the air, and you sort of hear.
Do I recognize the language?
Nope. with the history check from earlier, you do not.
Like
I
for
didn't
me,
do
like
a
at
history
some
check.
point,
Did you
like
not?
10
I thought you
minutes.
did. Oh, go ahead. Make a history check. My fault. I apologize.
At some point, my comprehend languages will kick in, so you decide when to die because
Yeah.
it takes me a while to cast.
9 minutes.
19?
19. Very nice. Yeah, fantastic. You notice it as sort of a you only know this because you saw it in a book sometime or in a fairy tale sometime. It's a very primal Yunti specific language. So it is something that's quite ritualistic, and sort of upon hearing Noah speak the race aloud, you sort of make that mental connection, and you notice it as a very ritualistic language, something that definitely doesn't exist in the common tongue.
I don't know the common tongue.
So-
Are you gonna
It's-
share that information or keep it to yourself?
I think I'm gonna keep it to myself for a hot minute.
You notice them bare their teeth.
Well, okay. Well,
So just for my context, sort of are you all standing around them? Are you sort of all
Yeah.
sort of like hunched over?
Yeah.
What's the? It's still against the rock.
I want to
Um,
be kneeling down right in front of her.
I would
Okay.
like to be standing up, not like right over them, but with my great axe right over my shoulder.
I am sitting on their back.
Can I psionic mind and go speak common?
Sort of like the head sort of. So you see across the eyes, sort of a contemplation sort of snaps to you. Sort of things goes. Sociando. And then you sort of hear in your head, multiple vulgar swear words.
Nice.
Nice.
Can we hear
Can
words, or are they too
They transcend language.
Nice.
They are psionically
Yeah.
communicated,
Yeah,
and
psychic swearing, different
Right.
level.
can I ask the druid if they can understand me in Druid, please?
sort of head snaps back to you. Sort of head tilts slightly. I speak this tongue in Druidic.
Who are you?
I do not give my title. You hunters, you leave, you go.
We're not hunters. We are travelers.
Favelas. You come to cave. You search cave, you leave cave, you come back to cave. You seek me.
Does the cave represent?
Cave is my cave. reside in cave. You seek me out, you come for me. I hunt hunters.
Okay. In common, I say to the group, we use her cave.
Yes.
Oh.
Sort of, it seems to react quite poorly. You speaking in common.
Oh.
Just so you know. Just so you know. You can still say what you were saying.
Okay. We slept in their cave, so they got angry with us and thought we were seeking them out to hunt.
Oh, well, it's just a simple misunderstanding then, eh?
Seems pretty angry. I can try and reason with her.
Yeah, I did the
um,
same. I don't think she wants to be reasoned with.
Well, she obviously has a moral compass and was just trying to protect her home and herself. So, what else can we do? We can't kill her. They're a person.
We can just as long as they let us like be, so we can like go on our way, then and they promise not to hurt us, then we can just go.
I say we don't give them the say. We knock them out, untie them, and leave.
See,
Can
maybe
you
this
promise
is
you're gonna
my
knock them out and not hurt them? Because like you're strong, so I'm just concerned that like you might use too much force.
We can
maybe
have
this
Bella
is
knock them
my
out.
maybe this is my crazy war robot programming kicking in, but they attacked us completely unprovoked in the middle of
Oh,
nowhere
we were
and
kind of
broke
like
Bella's back.
Well, it wasn't quite unprovoked. We
We sat
slept
in a
in their
cave.
home.
We did.
There's
just
not
sit in the
exactly a
cave.
fucking sign on the door saying, by the way, this is a crazy snake person's cave.
Nowhere dropping the F bomb. You're so like.
Oh,
you can tell they're mad.
Can
I think
do
F-bomb
we
means a different thing to me in Yuma.
do we know for sure that the black bandana is what allowed her to turn into a griffin, or
Can I identify while Crescent is talking? Can I
Are
identify
you
the
stopping comprehend
yeah
languages?
yeah like because Crescent has it, so
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I'll just identify them.
10 minutes when we
Okay.
get there, I'll let you know.
I mean, I'm
I-
actually I'm in the killer camp because, like, iBrain says they're really dangerous and pretty evil, and you should kill them. And they attacked us for no reason and would quite have happily murdered all of us and eaten our bones.
Who's this
So
hybrid you keep
perhaps
talking
it's
about?
the druid in me that's got a soft spot for her because she's also a druid.
Who's the eye-brain
To
you
be
keep talking
fair,
about?
S tried to murder us more, and we didn't
That's
murder.
true.
So maybe we don't need to murder people. Like
We
saying.
I did want to turn him
Elias
in.
did try to kill all of you a lot more.
I did
Several
try to
times.
turn him into the nearest bounty place.
we
for-
also got told by a bunch of dragon gods not to kill him. So
Did we?
Like maybe there's a policy we can like apply in general. Like
Maybe
let's
we-
try not to murder people.
maybe we go back to the
I
dragon
can get on board with
gods.
that.
At what point does anyone do enough to warrant us killing them? Because this person would, if they had their way, see us all dead right now. Like, if I healed them to full health, they'd be at it. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be
Yeah,
waiting.
maybe like Lee, can you like Crescent, can you talk to them and just like explain that we are not like hunters and that we're gonna leave them to like please not kill us so we don't have to kill them, and then we'll just be on our merry way and no one has to die.
Crescent says to the druid in Druid, we didn't mean to invade in your home. We were just passing through. If we promise to leave, will you let us go unharmed?
What looks at you? Sort of eyes drift up towards Valak. Eyes switch over to Noah. Sort of the brow furrows a little bit and sort of says, "Man of metal and dragon who walks on ground. They hunt, they kill. All of them, they kill. They kill." Like, their hands are bound, they can't do that.
Ooh.
Give them a hug. They seem sad.
You leave, no come back. You hunters.
What's it on about now?
It's saying that you and Valak are killers, and that we are hunters, and she wants us to leave.
I mean, the one with the biggest kill count is Oldiel. But
People
Mika!
I just want to ask her one more question. How did you turn into a griffin?
Roll me a persuasion check
Oh,
with disadvantage.
it's advantage.
Doesn't like the cut of your jib.
Persuasion. Well, I got a natural 1 plus 1 equals 2.
Come close and I will tell you.
What was I missed the first bit.
Come closer and I will tell
Oh,
you.
no. Okay.
Between
Hesitantly.
a snake lady and us, they're really trying all the L peace approach to things. Like, you're not making these very easy.
Crescent, they sort of continue. Their eyes maintain on you, and sort of as you sort of recoil a tiny bit, they sort of look at you and say, "I suggest you release me and go on your way." Can you make a saving throw for me?
Oh,
Is that a d20?
Yes, it's a. Just double checking it's a wisdom saving throw, so you get to add
Lovely.
a lot to that. So it'll be plus your proficiency plus your wisdom score, so it'll be plus 6.
Okay, plus 6. 25 in total.
Yeah, you feel sort of
Okay.
a transient property go over yourself for a second, and you feel almost a compulsion start to set in your mind to do what it said, but then you shake it off and you feel like it had just tried to cast something on you but failed.
Ooh.
Not
Okay. Okay. I would like to say, what was that in Draconic too? Not Druic, sorry.
You leave. You don't come back. We stay. Yes?
Who's we?
We is I is me. I stay.
Okay. Okay, in common, I say to the group, she just wants us to leave. She seems quite powerful, so
are you quite powerful there, eh? Yeah. Seem it.
So I think we should cast a group vote on what we want to do. Do we want to knock her out, untie her and leave, or knock her out and just leave?
We're not leaving while she's awake.
Will I do the honors?
ODL, any thoughts? Back me up here.
like, is it necessary? Like, they're like trained. We can just leave. I'm sure they manage to find a way of like getting themselves out of the restraints anyway. So we'll just like go.
I really feel.
You might just hit them too hard.
I really feel like there are times in life when, you maybe do something that seems nice, where you let someone live, and that comes back to, reward you later. You get a little reward down the line. But I think equally, if not more often, it's gonna come back and bite your arse.
Like,
And I don't
I feel
think
like
this.
murder is not nice in general.
I feel like if we kill her, then her people are just gonna come for us.
How would they know? Where are they? They live in acidic lands. These aren't acidic lands. I don't know what acidic lands means.
But you know
What do you
these
think,
aren't
Bella?
acidic lands.
So turn to Bella and talk to them in Draconic. Like, so what do you think, Bella? I think we should just go. I feel like I'm pretty sure you're probably aware that Valak has a bit of not so much control over the strength, and I'm just concerned that they're gonna kill this person. I feel like we should just go.
Bella's just nodding her head in complete agreement, and then actually responds in Sylvan. Because she doesn't want Valak to hear this. She also goes, yeah, and he loses his temper quite a lot. And then just kind of reaches up to grab his axe and pulls it down and then just starts walking off with the axe.
So, Oldir will reply in Sylvan. It's like,
Try to take my axe.
has
Yeah.
Valak ever hurt you? Because then I will hurt him.
No, just dragon ones in
Okay.
general. They're
Okay.
pretty violent. He's not abnormal.
That's a racial
That's a-
racial
Wow.
generalization right there.
Wow.
I mean, Valak would
Yeah.
disagree.
He only knows 2 dragonborn. Think about it. And both of them.
Valak's not gonna let her take the axe, but
He's just pulling it to try and get him to
yeah.
move away from the person.
I mean, honestly, I really think we should knock them out.
No.
I don't see a reason to keep them awake while we're leaving.
To show them that we
Did you
trust them?
enjoy being knocked out? Because it's not a nice thing. I was knocked out 2 days
I love
ago
being
and my
knocked
head
out.
is still
Why do you think I
hurting.
drink so much?
I was just knocked out, and trust me, it's
I
not
want
a
to
nice
talk
experience.
about that instead of drinking.
I think
Valak's
she's,
having withdrawal right now.
she's pretty beaten up. We could just loosen the ties and go.
I agree.
Harvest Mother, help me. Did you see the magic they were just casting?
did no one
Do you
see?
think they can just
Go back,
not do that now that
Can I
we've bumped her
punch
head?
them and knock them out, please? Valak's gonna punch them and knock them out. She's gonna walk
Okay.
up and punch them.
You're going against the group.
Grant, as you do that, Valak,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to roll initiative for me. Real quick, just you.
If you get me on the ass, you're gonna deserve this.
It's 12. I got a 12 total.
4, so they got a 7 total. So you would act before them. So before they can react, you get to them. Roll they're bound.
I just want them out cold.
An attack roll?
Yeah, it's technically an attack roll with advantage, so you could technically fail. I'm just gonna say, if you fail, you still hit them, but you just don't hit them hard enough to knock them out. So they're not wearing armor, so don't. You have proficiency in this plus your strength mod. So I think your strength is 18 or 16.
18. Oh, let me just check. 18.
18. So roll a d20. Don't get a 3, a 2, or a 1.
I got a 3! No fucking way!
Deserve.
lot
This is
on that.
You
deserved.
know what? You know
Yeah.
what? This is what you get for knocking out someone who just wanted us to leave.
Okay, it's not like I was gonna kill them. Okay, I'm not that evil. But like,
They were restrained. Restrained.
so do I just
Oh,
not
he
do any
wanted-
damage?
Yeah, so basically, for thematic purposes, we'll say as you sort of go over and you let loose a dragon fist towards them, and so their eyes flash wide, and you see the yellow in their eyes sort of turns green for just a second, and sort of as you hit, as you make contact, you don't make contact with skin. You instead make contact with a feathery exterior as they use their second wild shape to transform into a giant eagle, bursting free of the binds around them, and sort of taking a disengage and sort of just taking to the air and sort of trying to get away from you guys.
I was
Unless-
on its back.
You were on it. You are on its
Get
back.
down here!
How would Noah react to this?
Can they even fly with Noah in the back, or is he like Noah too heavy to allow them to fly?
Quite heavy. We could like no, like you're on the back. You can do something here if you wanna. That's fully acceptable.
If you attack this
I am
creature-
140 kilograms. I reckon a giant eagle has got some. It's got some heft to it.
That is
Right.
140 kilograms is heavy though.
It is, but like
Does he drag down the eagle?
I think having seen Crescent Wild Shape, I understand the general idea that like they have to turn back into the person before you hurt the person. So I'm gonna take my axe. I'm gonna bonus action Thunderous Smite. I'm gonna try and plant it in the back of his head.
Yeah, roll that attack roll.
Oh my god.
No, my new druid friend.
Friend.
It's a 14 to hit.
I
I could've
think
changed
that
her.
might be enough. Let me double check.
No way.
I could have changed her.
Don't never have
You
that mindset with evil people.
He wasn't evil.
What was that to
This-
hit? What was that to hit? Wish? Sorry.
It was 14.
Yeah, 14 hits.
Okay.
Just pointing out that from everyone's perspective, Valek could fall on the evil spectrum.
More
Or
like,
like
the
kiss
selfish
action.
rather than the evil.
Well,
Gallery.
you have to
Evil.
be having evil to be selfish.
That's fair, but
Just
like,
pointing out
like,
that.
I haven't done anything necessarily like. I wouldn't say necessarily evil, just like more for self gain.
It's
Like I attacked the guy who was pointing a gun at us, which is kind of like that's not bad. And
well,
then
kale thing, whichever the saying is. I don't know.
yeah,
the
and
saying.
then this thing pounced on me, so I really hate it, right? And then I go out of my way to spare its life, even though I don't trust it.
Are you talking about Israelius or?
No, I'm talking about this thing. Israelis is gonna die.
See, no. Just saying, this has happened twice
Like-
already.
So,
Hey, it's
Wish, what was
okay.
that damage?
That was 23 points of damage, and it's pushed back 10 feet.
Into the ground.
So, from me, that is into the ground. So as it sort of takes off, I want to just smack it in the back of the head, and there's just like a cloud of smoke comes out as it slams back into the ground. If that's okay.
Yeah, hang on. Fucking hell. One second, I just need to. I'm gonna check this because I think it's deserved. Cool. Yeah, it's fucking. It's floored to the ground. It definitely hinders its movement to an incredible degree. Those of you who are also in contact, I think, if you want to sort of make follow-up attacks, I think it's fairly easy to.
Yes.
Sort of at this point, given that display, given the weight of Noah still being on top, I think sort of put back into the reach of at least Alex with your dagger if you want to take a jab. No?
No.
Okay.
Look, at least let me step the fuck off first, okay? It's
Can
the
I
polite thing to
punch
do.
You
Valid.
hear like a sort of as the bird is bloodied and beaten and looks very, very, very close to not being a bird anymore.
My dagger at Noah instead, because that was just uncalled for.
I was gonna fly like 80 feet in the air, and then I was gonna fall off it and die.
Yeah, I feel like if anything, we should aim it at Valek because he's the one that punched her.
Okay, the eagle, in trying to get away, is going to try and shake you off if you want to dismount, you're welcome to if you want to try and.
I'm gonna let it
maintain hold.
shake me off. I just didn't want
Yeah.
to fly 80 feet up in the air and then fall to my death for no
You get
reason.
off, and this bird sort of limp flies away as fast as it can, basically. Unless anyone wants to try and do anything,
No.
it's just going to continue to do that onto the horizon.
Yeah.
No.
It can go.
Go.
See, nobody had to die. They could just be flying away.
I didn't try to kill it.
I would like to point out you didn't communicate that to it. You just were all arguing in a language it didn't understand, and then went to punch it.
Robin has some points.
Can we just say about how Valid goes, oh, it's in self-interest. Isn't that what all villains are doing? It's all in
Yes.
self-interest.
Not
Is Valak the
necessarily.
big bad guy
Not
at the end of the
In my
campaign?
mind, Noah and Valid
I just want
turn
to put this
evil.
out there. You guys didn't almost get mauled to death by this thing.
But that's just because you're a bad barbarian. And the druid is a better barbarian.
It took a big chunk of my health as well, and I didn't punch it.
I'd say probably about now, Odiel, you identify complete on the bandana, which I believe you're doing.
What, do
Yeah.
we take this thing's gear and just... Oh god.
So it is in fact magical. It requires attunement, and when attuned to by a druid, that druid can use one of their wild shape charges to transform into a monstrous creature instead of just a beast. I believe, yeah. So a monstrosity instead of a beast. However, upon exiting that form, that beast's maximum hit points, also that monstrosity's maximum hit points, are taken off the druid's maximum hit points until they sort of take a long rest, basically.
Like as damage, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Wait, so like as damage, so you can just re-heal it off, right?
You have to have a long rest before you can.
Okay.
But like if you pick a monstrosity that has more HP than your HP.
And you get
Fall unconscious.
you get knocked out of the form due to damage, it would kill you instantly because it would reduce your maximum health points
Yeah.
down below 0. And if
As
your
it
max
reduces the max HP, doesn't take damage.
yes.
Okay. Do you
That
want to
means you-
explain what that is?
Whoa.
Like I'm not entirely sure that.
Yeah,
that's
sure. So
like any
maximum HP is basically a stat that it's how much total HP you have, and there are certain effects in D&D that can reduce your maximum HP, and if that maximum HP ever goes to 0, then you can no longer go back from being stable and you die.
Lee, that means that Crescent can turn into a mimic, and if we ever need to assassinate someone, you can turn into a chair and just eat them.
Why? Look, Noah is kind and pure. What is he thinking about assassinating people?
He's
That's a
not
valid
thinking
thought.
that. I'm thinking that.
Very cool. Oh, it's a really cool item. It's very dangerous to use, but it's very cool.
Sorry,
I will
what-
explain
sorry,
this.
what was
I will
the
explain
item?
this and pass it to Crescent because
It's
Crescent, I believe you are the only one that can use this.
yes, it
Do I
requires
have the item?
requires attunement by a druid. As far as naming goes, it's a black bandana of monstrosity.
I have it.
Oldiel has it right now.
Yeah, no, I would, Crescent, I think you are the only one that would be able to use it. It seems a bit
Oh.
dangerous, so please be careful. And I just pass it.
It does still have to abide by the CR rules for your wild shapes. It's basically just a conversion for that.
Yeah, that's nuts though. That's
Okay,
such a
I
Very, very cool item.
yes, I will take this and I
Very
will
good investigation
research
check,
it.
I have to say.
We don't do mimic assassinate
We
at
don't.
some point. It's gonna be such a missed opportunity.
Maybe no, this is how
yeah.
we save.
I will
we kill
research
Azraelius' boss.
that later.
This is how we murder Isabella.
He mimics the person you were killing, so
What
it
have I
looks
done?
like
Oh no!
What do mimics do exactly? I'm curious. D&D mimics.
This is too much power.
They're like
for me.
adhesive.
No
And
such
then-
thing.
Okay.
There's no such thing. Just
Let's
gaslight us.
recap. I now have a black banner of monstrosity, and I also have a fire element. Elemental.
Elemental gem. It'll be for you as a party.
Isabella is not gonna know what's gonna hit them.
I'm the only one without a magic item now. This is tragic.
Bella, if you're angry enough at Balik, just transfer your +1 weapon to Noah.
That's an option. It's always an
No,
option.
no, genuinely, I've been debating it for a few episodes now. I might take his axe away. You know, he's been out of line recently.
Have I really?
I am tempted.
Oh, you are
yeah.
a bit of an ass, and this is coming
I'm an
from.
ass to, Valik's an ass to Bella. I will not deny this. That's a valid reason to take it off him.
No, I think the valid reason to take off your axe is for punching the
No,
druid.
It's not the druid. The druid's not the reason you take away the axe. The
He
druid is
literally
dangerous.
said
Wait,
Bella is
wait,
worth a lot of money.
The druid's
Balik
so
needs to be
dangerous.
sent to the naughty corner. And we left there for a while.
That's a fair reason. Bella would understand that as well.
Bella speaks Draconic, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I just go in Draconic. I go, take away his axe. Take it away.
He can speak it as well.
Speak
Oh
it as well.
shit.
He's a dragon
Look
boy.
at you.
You're a dragon!
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Ella,
You can understand
no,
me.
she can say it. She can say it. Like Bella will just like tilt her head and then look at the axe and smile at her and just nod her head.
Is it
Bella
gone?
is so in on this
Is
plan.
it gone already?
Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. It will go.
You know you can just like.
I
Gone.
know, but it will
Okay.
not gonna agree yet.
That's why I was like.
Oh no.
Valik.
Mid swing.
Oh,
And
it's
now-
not going yet.
We're gonna find a
No,
creature with a magical
suddenly-
resistance, and Bella's just gonna go.
You know what? No. Like, now Bella has realized that not everyone has to be problematic, and there's people out there that can be nice to you. And Balik is not necessary anymore.
That's very true. Yeah.
To be fair, wait. Really weird question, people. But did you say Audio was kicked out of the Feywild?
Well, yeah, that's how she would have explained it, but like, she was like kicked out. She was just like, she wasn't
Well, I-
there anymore, sort of thing. It was like a spell backfired.
Okay. Okay.
Has that been enough time for a long rest? Or a short rest, I mean?
Yeah, I'd say short rest. Definitely.
Awesome.
Sort of,
Is
if you guys want to take a short rest, that's you can mark that off. You can spend your hit points. It's a bit of hit die even.
Is that a D12?
For you, yep. And for you, the first one is a 12.
Yeah.
Do I still
I,
have full sight? No.
Wait. We're short rested.
And
That means I've long
I'm
rest.
gonna recover one of my second spell slots.
Yeah.
Second level spells.
and when we long rest, do we get half our hit die rounded up back?
Wait.
I don't know if it's rounded up or rounded down.
How long have we rested for?
An hour.
1 hour.
An hour.
No.
Cool. I'm gonna use 2 hit die, so I'm gonna roll my second one.
Okay.
Remember
you
that you
add-
get your
make sure
first
you-
one.
With your
first
con.
one you get 4 plus your con.
Do I?
Yeah, that's what your item does.
You have an
That's
amulet.
15, 25 HP. Do I actually? You know what? I'm not gonna roll that second one. Never mind.
Cool.
Thank you for.
Yeah,
reminding
so
me, guys.
Balik has an
25.
amulet of rest that allows
Ye-
him to the first hit die that he spends on a short rest gives him maximum healing.
Great, you guys are pretty stacked so far. I have to say, like you know,
we
got
have a lot
some
of
stuff
magic
going
stuff.
so far.
Sneaky
You know,
fine.
it's all looking good.
What do we have to roll for a short rest?
So you can if you want to recover some hit points, you have your hit die which are d8s. So you can spend your hit die to recover a d8 plus your con mod.
Can I see the roll and then say no, or is it the
You
roll
have to
just
use
in
the
it?
first one, and once you roll it, you've used it.
Natural one.
Okay, so that plus your con mod, you get that back as HP. You can spend a second one if you want.
Yeah.
I think
Um.
I don't
fine.
have false life anymore.
Oh
You-
yeah.
Temporary hit points, short rest. I'm not sure.
What's my con mod?
Don't know.
It's
and-
fine. I'm regaining a spell slot. I'm just trying to figure out if I need to take off my temporary hit points.
Sorry, someone in chat's just asked if there's a class rundown. Oh yeah, people just answered them. Yeah, we do post the character sheets in the server, in the D&D channel. It is pinned as well. So you can go and take a look at our character sheets there. I think they should be updated to level 3.
I think so. Yeah.
I think.
I think the pinned ones are, yeah.
Yeah, in the D&D channel. So when you join the server, you should just be able to see it. It should be there for everyone, and you'll be able to read all of our character sheets.
In that regard, if you just join in the server, click the D&D tag because we
Yeah.
are trying to organize more groups so people can play D&D. So it will be kept up to date.
We can repost the sign up form in the D&D
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
So it's
I think
currently
that's a good idea.
it's lost in server notices right now.
Yeah.
What I'll do is, Robin, we'll do that at the end of the stream because it's almost.
Yeah. No problem. So as far as what you guys want to be doing as a party now, after this short rest, the world's your oyster.
Well, we need to find S because, like, the only reason we were going to this place. Well, no, we weren't gonna be going to this place directly, were we? We were gonna go to the lake so Crescent can find her flower.
Right. That is true.
So we find the magical flower.
Why on earth is S? Because the only reason we were going to this city was because of him. Do we still have the egg?
Yes. It's in Noah's backpack.
Yep.
So-
I will check that it's still there, just out of sheer paranoia.
You open your backpack and you open the box and the egg is still there.
You should have made him dice roll. You should have made him dice roll.
No!
No.
I'm not evil. I'll only make him roll D100 when it matters.
So what he says, like he literally just leave us to fight this thing. Like, that's not very nice of him.
Maybe he was seeing how well we deal with it.
Is he anywhere to be found, or has he just like?
I couldn't.
You
look for
can
him.
give me a little either investigation or nature check to see if you can sort of figure out where he went. He was invisible. It's quite tricky to tell.
I'ma investigate this shit.
Can I do a nature check? Or no?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I roll a 10, so that's 15.
15.
I rolled this.
I'm gonna roll a nature check as well.
So
Never
that's-
mind.
Oh, never mind. That was a 4.
I got-
Never
Yeah, I
mind.
got
We
7.
are doing great, people.
We are
Doing
rolling
great.
amazing
This
rolls.
is awesome. Awesome rolls.
Yeah, unfortunately, sort of you find what you think could be footsteps. It's really hard to tell, sort of with the aftermath of the battle, and it seems like Zvelios was managed to, at least in some capacity, sneak away.
Well, it must
Not
have
very
known
nice
that
of
they
him,
were
is
gonna.
it?
Well, I feel like we keep on doing this, where we find people who are objectively very evil, and especially him who was, responsible for the deaths of like a dozen innocent people or something. And we keep on trying to give them more and more chances.
Well, in his defense. Yeah, no, he wasn't very defensible. But like, Isabella did like kind of like threaten him. Well, like they've gone now, so we just need to make sure that they don't come back to steal the egg.
That information still could be useful. And we could just continue on our original missions.
We're gonna go to the lake anyway. Check this flower. Why are you after this flower, Crescent? Is it like, if you don't mind sharing, of course?
I think we've all gotten to know each other a bit more now. There are rumors that in the lake there is an aquatic rose which may or may not have healing properties. It's really a gamble. But what I want to use this plant for is to see if it has healing properties to potentially heal my mother back in my hometown.
Hopefully, yeah. We'll try. We'll try. I'm sure
What's
we
up
can
with-
find it, all of us together. Your
What's
mom
up with
okay? Do we need to hurry?
your mum?
My town was plagued with diseases a while ago, and she is one of the very few survivors, but she's very ill at the moment.
Hell, I am something of a specialist at diseases, actually.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty good at curing diseases. I can do it in a jiffy. No rose needed. I'm your man.
Oh!
Haven't you only been alive like a month?
Yeah, but I'm really good at it. Or I'm really good at being alive. Actually, it's 2 weeks and like a day. It's 15 days. But
You
I'll
guys have
tell
known
you,
each other for
I
like maybe
found this
24
leper
hours
in
at
the
this point.
To
street,
be
and
to
I
be
was like,
fair,
I
we've
wonder
gone
if
to
I
like a
can, and I
tag.
could.
We've gone to like a train wreck. Like we've been like about like
A lot's
two different
happened.
sets of people have tried to kill us. We've met dragons. I feel like that's like bonding material.
Yeah.
So it's like those 3 hours that we've known each other for, like really count.
So, overall, as a party, you've mentioned the lake. As far as where you are now, what do you want? What do you want to be doing? Where you heading? Where you setting off? What's the general plan of action here?
Find a town.
So
But we're like,
we're in Greenland.
Well, how long's your mom got left? Are we talking days? We talking minutes? We talking months?
It's really a gamble to see if she's still alive by the time I get back. This was really our
Oh
last fight.
wow!
It was our last attempt to save her life. The rest of my family are dead.
You're telling me
So-
not one paladin? It doesn't even. I can do 3 a day. I can do 3 a day. Like,
Ella, just go and give Crescent a hug. Because this is really sad.
Fair point. If there was like paladins in my town and the disease wipes them out, would you even be able to cure the disease? Like, I was very lucky. I left very early on in the plague town to not catch the disease, and it wiped out the majority of my town. And the rest that still live there are either dying or very ill. So there must be one pretty powerful paladin to be able to cure this disease.
you're telling me. Well, I mean, there's no harm probably. I mean, there might be some harm in going to the lake, but I think it'll be a nice trip either way.
Oh my god.
is there like, is your town like in the opposite direction? Like, because if we get
It is,
there
yeah.
and it doesn't work,
Robin.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is if there was like a paladin or a cleric or whatever in your town, and they couldn't do it, there's a good chance I wouldn't be able to do it, and then we'd just be there to watch your mom die.
Robin.
Yeah, what's up?
Is it an option to put the map up on the Roll20?
Yes.
it's just so like we get a rough
Yeah.
idea of like
Yep.
distances,
no.
like so people watching can see.
For sure, I can do that. Bear with me.
Because we keep talking about this lake.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just like this random lake, no context whatsoever.
Yeah. So I've been dying at Noah's comments. It's been beautiful.
I'm sorry, I think he's only been alive for 15 days. He doesn't really understand tact.
No, it's perfect.
I feel like Crescent is pretty numb to the whole everyone in your family's dying, dead, everyone you know is dead kind of vibe. So this interaction is just very blunt and numb.
Can't cast cure emotions, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Absorb elements, the tears.
We could give hugs though. Would you like a hug from
I
Bella?
would love a hug.
Group
Okay.
hug.
Bella just walks up to Crescent and just like tries to hug, but only hugs her legs really. But like
Oh,
it's a hug nonetheless. And she just like
Odell will come in as well and like join in the hug, so it's not just her leg that is getting hugged.
Group
I
hug.
will.
group hug.
Well,
Hey,
I'm sure
there you
like
guys
Noah
go.
is very good. Noah is very good at like Noah is very good at healing, so I'm sure he'll manage. But like we can always go to the lake as well, just in case. Like he is only like a couple of weeks old.
So, for context for you guys were on the train, sort of traveling up from Zollenberg up to Stalaska, and to the best of your knowledge, you derailed in Breland towards the east, and you found yourselves in the Dragon Crown Hills, which are sort of these hills around here. you obviously spent about a day and a bit traveling west before you found your cave. Then you traveled north a bit. So your rough estimate is somewhere in these hills here.
How long does it take roughly to walk one square on the grid?
Probably about a day of travel. Roughly, sort of give or take. In rough terrain, it might be a bit harder. For example, traveling through the hills, it might take like a bit longer. You would assume, but sort of along roads, yeah, one a day, I'd say, fairly easily.
Where
No, on roads, probably 2 a day, actually, considering.
where is Crescent from then?
I think we said down south in the broken up terrain. Let me get the map up.
So they're down here.
Oh my god, that's.
Okay,
The
like literally the
Shargon's-
opposite direction.
In the Shargon's teeth, right?
mean,
Yes.
It's in
Yeah.
the opposite direction.
Um,
It's only the lake is only a square above us, right?
So
No,
the lake.
it's not that one.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
the
It's
big
like the
one.
big one.
This is the lake that Crescent's referring to.
Okay.
Israelius and Isabella are in Karnath, which is up here as well.
Right, can we forget about Ezrealis? We can come back to him. But Crescent
To be fair, like
Oh,
Yeah.
mum. The rest of them are dead.
to be fair, if S dies, it's kind of on him for leaving us.
What is this?
Wait, I can't hear the music.
Okay, you have to join the YouTube thing
said it was
in Discord.
you said it's just your mum and the violins just started playing.
It's just sad music just cued in. You have to join the actual activity in the Discord channel, guys.
We could go to Starlasker pretty easily in like a day or two, and then from there we can get the train to Passage, and then from there we can try and find the rose.
But like,
Bad
We're
experience.
going with Rose rather than healing powers from the paladin.
Well, I mean, do you know any paladins or clerics in your town?
No. So, it's very 50-50. I mean, like, imagine trying to heal other people while yourself are currently dying. So it could
Hmm.
be...
well,
Probably something
like
like that.
you've got some healing magic. Did yours not work? Because if yours didn't work, then maybe like Noah's wouldn't work either.
No, mine's pretty
Mine-
specifically anti-disease magic.
Okay,
And mine's just
Like
kind
it
of
reads
general
cure
healing.
Okay,
one
okay.
disease.
hear me out. Ultimate party split. 2 people go to the village, and the rest of us go to the lake.
Yeah.
Oh.
For the sake of the streams, let's say no.
No, it's great. I can do it. Go ahead, guys.
I don't... If,
Like,
like,
I get to like Robin's side twitching at the suggestion.
well, it would make most sense for me to go with Noah back home, but then
I mean-
no one would be able to retrieve the rose
Don't get me,
because only I can breathe underwater, right?
don't get me wrong. Like,
Your family lives underwater.
We kind of live on the surface and under the surface at the same time. That's why the broken up lands is pretty good for us. Easy travel.
I can breathe underwater as well.
But you would come home with me, not to the aquatic rose if we were to
Yeah, but that's
split
what I
off.
mean is that like I can
You'd
hang out
be
underwater.
fine in my
guys,
hometown.
I just want to put this out there. Are you sure you wanna you've gone on this quest for this rose, right? You meet this robot fella, and he just goes, "Oh, you don't need the rose. I can do it." He's 2 weeks old.
Yeah.
Do you really want to put your faith, like your mom's
Have you seen
life,
his face?
in his?
He's like
No, look
trustworthy.
at it. Look at his face. Like,
Alright, we'll get to Starlasker because we gotta go there regardless. Find the most diseased, pox-ridden fella you can. Right? And I will cure him of every which way, alright?
How about this? ODL and Noah goes to the hometown.
Oh my god, guys, we're not splitting the party.
We're not splitting
not
the
an
party.
option, okay?
how are you gonna know who my mum is?
We could ask.
I think
Now
Knock on
who's
the
closer,
door.
mom? This is the only one we're healing.
it. Listen, we can get the rose and then go back to your mom, and that way you have both.
I'm not gonna
How long-
lie.
How long would it
Crescent's
take us
very
to get to the
selfish.
road?
So yeah, about a day, 2 days to Stalaska, let's say. If we took the lightning rail up as Noah suggested, probably looking at quite. Let me go to the map.
But knowing our history with trains,
There's no way it happens twice
say
in one
our
life.
history.
No
I
way.
Wow,
say
you
as-
say
no
this.
way
You
it
say
happens
our
twice in
history,
one
right?
life.
I
Maybe
say
maybe like
Israelites.
2 or 3 days on the train, so you could probably get to Passage if you hightailed it. If there was hypothetically a train instantly available and you all got on it, yeah, you could probably do it within this week. That's the thing. Like if you book it there, then sure.
I
Okay,
think.
like, I'm really sorry for asking this question, and this might come across a bit blunt. It's not how I mean it, but do you think your mom has a couple of weeks in her? Because, like, if it's taking us a week to go up, and then it's gonna take us a week to come down, so, like, there's no point of us trying to get the rose if by the time we make it back, she's, like, no longer with us. So, like, if that is gonna be the case, we might as well just head back directly and hope that Noah can fix it, which is, like, I believe you can, Noah, but, like, this is, like,
Complete
Crescent
faith.
Mom, so, like, the
even
stakes are high.
yeah,
What are the rest of you even trying to do? Like, I'm 2 weeks old. I don't have goals in my life. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I just need to like find a way back home,
Well-
but like
well,
I can't get there by train, so
I'm
I'm just like kind of like wandering around.
I'm trying to get Bella home, actually. But,
to go home, but not to that home.
Yeah, that home. But we kind of just hopped on the train because it was the fastest way there.
where's Bella's home?
Not there. Not there.
I have forgotten.
Also, worth money. You're not gonna sell Bella, are you? Is that not the reason you want to try to get her home?
I've been hired to return her home.
Okay.
That's why.
Are you like famous, Bella?
Do you want to share where Bella's home is, by the way, or do you want to
please,
not
I would
share
like-
that?
I forgot. Not valid.
It's in the Isle of Tempest Bay, sort of off the coast of Kubara.
Oh,
So-
okay. So that's
Oh,
like
I see it.
actually okay.
So
You've
that's-
literally placed us as far away. Is that
Over
what
here.
we're taking?
He was
There needs to
running.
be priorities here.
I'm sorry. How the hell? Right. Yeah. No, we have to go a long way. So it's pretty out of the way. Probably not gonna get
Wait.
there anytime soon.
Wait, Valak, you're the eldest son of the chieftain of Kabara.
I don't want to talk about that.
Why not? You shouted it earlier.
Did I?
Yeah,
When?
Yeah, I think you
when
did.
we were in the
Yeah,
big dragon
did.
zone.
I.
You were trying to scare them, but I take very good notes.
His robot brain don't forget anything.
Bella, who's just really upset, just goes and stands behind ODL because she doesn't want to go.
I don't like my hometown either, Bella.
ODL speaks Elvish, right?
Yeah.
Can I say in Elvish?
Oh my god, so many languages.
Let's kill
We need to
Valak.
like, you know, like we need to make like little like
Gonna make the
cards
life
that we can just like bring up and just say, I'm speaking in this language.
Just kind of say in Elvish, just not specifically to ODL, just kind of out in the open. Let's kill Valig.
Okay, I speak Elvish as well, and I'd like to say I agree.
Wait. Stop, people. Like,
Where is this
Don't get me
ancient come
wrong.
from?
like I'm trying my best. I don't like the guy very much.
You're trying to return Bella to somewhere that she doesn't want to go. You punched my druid friend.
I just want to put this out there. Valak said she's taking her home. Like, truthfully.
I
Maybe
wasn't
he
saying that in
doesn't
question.
know.
I was
Maybe
just
he
saying it in
doesn't
general.
know.
He
Maybe he
doesn't
doesn't know that Bella doesn't want to go.
Oh no, Bella's made it pretty clear.
Ah, so he's just being a dick. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we can convince him. Like, I'd rather not murder anyone. Like, we got taught not to use like our powers for evil because it can get very out of control with like the whole time magic thing. So
Dale, you're lovely, but this whole never murdering anybody shtick is kind of getting old.
Yeah.
I am an ancient war machine, you know.
Especially
this
with
might
the
be a
person
problem.
with body count.
Okay. Can we not start with Valak? Can we find this? If we have to pick someone to murder.
And we do.
Okay.
Do
If
we
any of
have
us
to
have,
pick
like-
someone to murder?
If
Like-
any of us have to like have a murder itch, we should just take it out on Valig.
Why? I swear I'm like the only one who's not trying to kill anyone right now, which is fucking weird, by the way. That's really weird, considering
Right,
I'm
look.
the barbarian.
Let me set it out to you, okay? We head to Starlasker. We go and we grab this rose, because maybe I'm not up to snuff to cure this disease, alright? But then, we'll treat this as like a bonding exercise. We'll test run this whole, group and adventuring party or whatever. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, we chuck Valig off the train back, okay?
Okay, I can get behind that.
Gives us
Valig
at least
understands
a
none of
few
this, right?
days.
I love how the agreement is just like the group works really well together, except for Valley.
No,
Where is this coming from? I actually don't
That happens
know.
when you're a barbarian, to be
You know,
honest.
out of time, you've
You
got
called him a big ugly
to-
creature that first.
That's
you know?
fair. No, I actually didn't though. That wasn't intended at him.
Like okay. Okay, let's deal with one problem at a time, okay? Like Valak is like a second problem on the list. Let's first deal with Crescent Man. It's also very rude
Yeah.
talking about in a different language when he cannot understand us. Like I understand why we're not talking about murdering him in like a language he can understand because it could get very awkward. But it's also rude. Like he must know we're talking about
yeah.
him.
And
Okay.
I'll say in common, yeah, we totally should murder Valig, and then I'll like wink at him and elbow him.
The Bella just turns to Valig in Draconic and go, I think they're talking about me. Like, really awkwardly, 'cause she doesn't know Elvish either.
I'm gonna laugh
would
at
like-
Noah. I can't. I don't believe. I think it's a joke. He's obviously joking. Definitely a joke.
Okay.
like-
To answer Odiel's question about my mother, Crescent says I would say she probably has about 3 weeks. So it may be very hit or miss to whether we get there in time.
So you're telling me we need to run.
Yeah, we should go.
So like on an average speed, if we don't like take any shortcuts or like run or anything, like the round trip, how long would that take us? Like assuming
you are
everything
now?
goes alright, yeah, from
Yeah.
here go to the lake and then down to Crescent's place. Like how long is that trip?
Alec's gonna die.
If you got to the lake as fast as possible, that would be about sort of, let's say, 4 or 5 days. Getting
Okay.
back to the coast, probably a week.
Like if we could get
well,
like if we
two.
get like on a train. Like
Yeah,
assuming we can get the
it's-
train.
It's pretty sketched. Crescent, when you left the village, it was very much a last plea, and you kind of did have the understanding that your mother specifically might not be in time to be saved, but for the greater good of the village, you still had to go. So it's something that's an ongoing problem. So it's one of those things, and again, these are just estimates sometimes. So
May just be a case we can't save my mother, but we may be able to save some other people in the village who have more time. So I think the trip to the lake is worth it. Not to speak
Okay.
selfishly.
Well, look. Oldiel, you've teleported before by accident, right? If we
like-
find the biggest, baddest person in the world and we beat them up, do you reckon you'd be able to teleport again?
So being up
I don't see how these two things are related.
You know what? Now do I. Don't worry about it.
Noah forgot we were using milestone.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
So,
after we finish all this, like I will like kneel down to like Bella's height, and I will like say in Sylvan, like, don't worry, if you don't wanna go back home, you don't have to. Like once I find how to get back home, I'm sure you can come with me. I think you'll get on very well with my sister.
Bella just like tears up a bit and just gets a bit emotional, like moves away a bit. That's all she does.
A late guffaw.
Like,
So we're heading north.
We're heading north.
we're heading north.
It's a tough journey, and traveling through the hills doesn't come easy. It's very monotonous and routine, and you're only guided by the position of the sun in the sky, and you do get a small glimpse of hope as towards the end of the first day of travel, with the setting sun casting an orange hue over atop one of the many hills, you catch a glimpse of blue to the north, a glimpse of Lake Bree further ahead, and you know that your journeys will be achievable, and that you should be on your way to Starlaska as soon as possible. And that is where we'll leave it for tonight.
That was a
We
lot of
only
fun.
tried to murder 2 different people. I don't know if we are improving or regressing.
Will you survive the whole campaign, Valig? Who knows?
I guess we'll find out.
This is what happens when you take away Israelius as the common. Let's kill this person next. It's like, who's next on the list? It's just
Somehow-
Balig, apparently.
We lost Aurelius, got a murdering psychopath druid, and the group went Valig.
I mean,
To be fair, murder psychopath label also applies to Balak. So,
yeah, and kidnapper, and kidnapper.
To Valig, he's not kidnapping. He's literally bringing a child home to their parent. So,
But it doesn't. I mean, objectively though.
I don't know.
By the definition,
Like they don't want to go.
if a
The
child
child does not
is
wanna go.
with you without consent, is that kidnapping?
So
By definition.
okay, but like I'm curious, like if
but Balak is not her legal guardian, so technically.
right, but
it is.
but then if the
So
child
you
runs
have to
away
be
from the legal
kidnapped
guardian,
by your own parents.
and then they want them back, right? Let's say like
Is
the
he
police
her
or
legal
something
guardian?
helped them get the child back. Is that still kidnapping?
You're
But the
explicitly
thing
doing
is-
this for money though.
But the thing is, are
So-
they her legal guardian?
Well, Valig thinks so.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it all depends what the job description was.
You know, it depends on the job description.
Well done, Lee.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are already, plotting to
Bickering.
murder each
Yeah.
other. That's good. But yeah, thank you all for playing, and thank you all for watching as well.
Thank you for hosting, Robin.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
So I have done what I've done is I've posted the link to the form to sign up for D&D with TGH in the D&D channel in the Discord. I'm also gonna paste the link here for you guys, so that if anyone is interested, they can fill this in and make sure you're in the TGH server, and hopefully we'll be able to make some groups for you if you've ever wanted the chance to play D&D or if you just want to play more D&D. We are looking for more DMs at the moment as well, so if you're interested in hosting some groups for people who
I know for a fact that Endemic Legacy is a very good DM.
Yeah? Okay.
Just put it out there.
Maybe now.
Put it out there.
Now we know what to look for. So, be really good if people could fill that out for us. But yeah, so the next stream date will be the 10th of November. So 2 weeks from now on the Thursday. And yeah, thanks everyone for coming. So we will see you then. Have a good night.
Catch you there.
Bye.
Bye
Bye, everyone.
Woo!